Tonight, we bring you this week's flight sim news, an OV-10 Bronco, the 146 Professional version 2, a Robinson R22, Old Warden Aerodrome, and London's Luton Airport. Hello? Hello. Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. The middle of the week has arrived. Yes, let us all get over the hump day. You're very welcome to the news. Right, how's that going for you? Right, tonight it's a busy one. Very busy now. I say that every night, but it's busy now tonight, right? We're going to be catching up with all the flight simulation news across all the platforms, and there's a lot happening this week. We also preview an upcoming aircraft by AzurPoly. This is the OV-10 Bronco. It's here behind me. We'll have a look at this and see what it's all about. We also get to preview the latest update coming from Just Flight, and it's for their 146 Professional. We're going to preview version 2. It's a massive update for the aircraft, which is due to release at some stage, this week, as we're told. Then, moving to helicopters, we're checking out the brand new release by Cowansim, and it's based on the Robinson R22, simply called the R22, right? Burning Blue Designer with us with a brand new release. They've just released Old Warden Aerodrome, steeped in history, and we're going to be checking that one out later on as well. As a new airport from Inibuilds, well, it's the infamous London Luton. We're going to be checking that one out as well. So it's very busy. Do you know, there's lots happening, and there's lots of news, as I said. But I must start tonight with a tale of woe. The tale of woe. So there I was this evening. Finished work. Busy day at work. It started early and it finished late. Got into the Skoda. I mean, it's a highlight of the day, right? Got into the Skoda, put the key into the ignition, mags to the right, to the left, and then she started to purr like the thoroughbred horse that it is, right? And then I heard a beep, and something came up on the screen, and it said 12-volt battery not charging, stop engine, and it was in red. It was a red exclamation point inside a red triangle. Now, listen, we all know, sure, orange or amber, so that's only an owl.
Can I get a refund?
There's no refund. That's only an owl caution. We don't need to worry about things like that. But when it's red, no, right? So, I don't know what's actually wrong with the thing, but I had to leave it in my place of work and use alternative means of transport. I was...
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour...
The words I used...
You're gonna see some serious shit.
To be fair, I
They've done studies,
I couldn't repeat them.
60% of the time, it works.
Every time.
Every time.
Every single possible emote that we have, or alert, or whatever, multiply them by 10 and put them on like 11 volume. That's what, right? Ooh. So, I got tyres, a full service, a timing belt. The caliper went 2 weeks ago.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
I'm in a glass case of emotion. And now looks like an alternator. But the good news, the silver lining is, once it's fixed, something else will break. All right? It's like a lucky bag. We don't know what to make of it at all. So that's my day. Yeah, an accurate picture. You couldn't even push it. Imagine the car says, stop engine.
Come on, you're going a bit mad there.
So when you look into the POH, that's right, Skoda called them a pilot operating handbook. They don't. It's called manual. Manuel. See? Right. So when you look into the manual and you say, right, what does this mean? Battery not charging, stop engine immediately, and contact workshop. Failure to do so, if you drive the car, certain components will not work and you will cause untold, irreversible damage. Ah, Jesus! So the Skoda's sick, lads. If I've had a flag, it'll be at half mast. Do you know? Right. But anyway, I just took it to ease that out. That'll explain where I'm at. I got a new light as well, look. Right. The silver lining. It's very green in here. But anyway, that's my tale of woe. But listen, we won't let that get in our way because, sure, listen, I mean, no matter how bad I'm having things, someone else is laughing. But anyway, who else is here? Welcome in. That's brilliant. Look, we're all here together. No one's having a moment because, you know, when life throws you melons.
Get a load of this guy.
Anyway. Be the Jesus, there's all things happening. Right, who's here? Super Typhon, welcome in. Jesus, Super Typhon has some woe. He says, not much, but I had breaker problems last Sunday and I experienced a large house fire just under 10 houses away. That's the third house fire in your general area. Jeez, man, is it to do with the breakers? Super Ty, you stay safe, man. You stay safe. Toto is in the house. Good to see you. The Bull Bandit rambles in. Strap 21. Hola. Welcome in. Muse fan. Sure, how are you, Muse? He bursts in the door and he says, how are you? He's a bunch of mad jokes. I'll translate that. Good evening. Great to see you. You're looking well. Happy Wednesday. Oh, you know, words to that effect. It's great to see you, Muse. Vacuum is in the house. Good to see you. Vince C is here. Good evening. Sean Dale. He says, happy Wednesday, everyone. I hope you're all having a great week. I'll tell you another one now, Sean, right? So we have been upgrading Two-Tone Junior's room. We've moved him from the small room into the bigger room. He's getting of the age and size that he needs more space. Right. So you might have heard I got an IKEA delivery last Sunday. Easter Sunday, a dude from Easter Monday. Was it Monday or Tuesday? I can't remember. I think it was Monday. Anyway, it was Sunday, the 31st. Anyway, we got a delivery on a day you don't usually get deliveries, and that was the IKEA desk gadget thing, right? And it wasn't too bad. Last night when I come home from work, I said to my wife, I'll sort this. I'll get out the DeWalt drill and do the bit right. Now, me and manual labour, I suppose it's the equivalent of, you know, if Murphy was good at manual labour, I need to be careful because I'll probably say something shockingly offensive to people. So let's just roll this one back a little bit. I don't do manual labour. I'm crap at it, right? I've extremely soft hands, like they're ridiculously soft hands. And I only put it down to, well, my excuses are I put product in my hair, you see, some gel, right? I use hair gel. I believe in taking care of myself. But that's what, moisturise in the hands for the gel with the hair. You know what I mean? But my hands aren't built for like, and then when I do end up giving myself an owie, you know, or an ouchie, they're more serious on the pain scale. Well, you know, it leaves an awful mark.
Look at this big eat.
So I proceeded to build said table last night, and there was more kind of this crack coming out of me, and we eventually built it. And two things have happened since it's been built. Yes, it's still standing, but the curtains are too short, and the lampshades are too wide to go over the light. Never leave me in charge of things. I'm the person that just shows up, you know, with everything laid out in front of them, because if I'm left to my own devices, things go terribly wrong, right? So mind me there, lads, will you? I need minding, you know, around the clock minding. You need to mind me. But anyway, I was over here, look. Yes, bit of tunage now. Now, who's here? Quentin, you're very welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. Kanzui is in the house. Hey, Kanzui, what's happening? How goes the model making, man? Viper Strike is here. Good evening. He flew the 737 out of Zurich over to Athens. Nice. Did you get some feta cheese or something? Jesus, feta cheese and olives. Explosive, right? But nice. Shuffle Shoes shuffles in. AJH John, happy Wednesday. Night Zepp is in the house. Good to see you, man. Zythi is here. Hello, hello. Now let me see. Zythi, did you catch the Gigna earlier in Dublin? Wasn't there a 7-4 due in? Hemming Bird rambles in. She says a load of eggs got nicked from the local farm this morning. Police suspect it was poachers. I love poached eggs, actually. In actual fact, if you get your toast, right, and put some butter on your toast, Kerrygold, and you know the way you cut your toast into soldiers. I know you can do it in the hard-boiled egg. The poached egg soldiers, they're on another level. They're like the Ritz equivalent to toast with egg. Try it. I'm telling you. But Hemmingbird, welcome in. Great to see you. Now, Ozaidi's talking about it here. I just missed the KLM Cargo 74. You could hear it, but you couldn't see it. Stupid clouds. Yeah. But at least you heard it, you know. Mr. Z Ryder is here, subscribing for 37 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, my guy. Great to see you. Gibbo Ireland is here. Hi, sir Gibbo, how are you? A whole load of emotes from the Gibbo. Good to see you, man. Any crack? What's happening? Who's in charge? Onboard simulations, good to see you. Sean Dale says, I think the biggest news this week has been the Nordic Life 24-hour pack has released for Assetto Corsa Competizione. Did you ever do a 24-hour endurance race? Well, even in the real world, not what. Back in me head close up. Jesus. That's better. I'll just sit here. I'm your man on the telly, look. Is that thing still... No, hang on. Oh, Jesus, I'm not supposed to be able to move like that. Oh, wait. Yes. So anyway, what were we... Oh, yeah, a 24-hour race. Did you ever do one? Because even in the real world, they don't do them. Sure, they don't. Now, Goblin Zeus, good evening. Assidious is here. Welcome aboard. Cyrus T, the man who paints. It's good to see you. Happy Wednesday. Black Ice Gabe, we have a Black Ice Gabe. It's good to see you. He says, happy hump day, folks. There is the 8 o'clock sim news read by Plastic Sheeting RTE News in Cork. It's good to see you, man. How are you? Tarnish Mossman is here. Good to see you. Akula, welcome aboard. Sterling is here. Good day, man. Hope all is well. I need buttons. Old Veteran 965. He says, happy hump day, y'all. Buckle up. It's time for the news. Can't wait till we get back to the Murph line. Hello, good afternoon. You're very welcome to Gem Line. It's coming soon. You know, not terribly soon, but soon. 'Tis on the horizon, right? Now, I need to catch up. Echo Charlie is here. It's good to see you. Soaring AJH, man. You're looking well. You're looking very well. Simon 20 is here. He says, news night. Yes. Like, when have you ever looked forward to the news? In fairness, like... Unless it was like sport news or something. Do you know what I mean? Energizer is here. He says, Murph, I saw your Discord status earlier. Did you manage to bolt the chair in place? You see, that's why Energizer is in charge. Nothing gets past him. I put up a custom little name thingy under me name. Yeah, that made sense. To see if anyone noticed. And it was Energizer who noticed. Right? How many eyelashes do I have? I'm going to hit me hand. Stick figure, good to see you. Subscribing for 19 months, man. Jeez. Thank you very much indeed. Great to see him. Spitfire RAF 100. Welcome aboard and happy Wednesday. Moloch Ice Cube. Good to see you. We're at here. Oh, we're over here. Canoe Head. Whirly Bird Wednesday. I like that one. Whirly Bird. That's brilliant. AJH, man. It's good to see you. Patrick. Sure, how are you, Patrick? He says, I arrived just as Murph is about to tell a story. Brilliant. It's not like me to talk and ramble on, like, do you know? I'm usually very quiet on a stream. Now, pure like horse. Yeah, like, purr like a horse. Wait, what do horses do? Oh, Jesus, that was good. That's not a purr now. I should be a horse. Wait, hang on. I could do a voiceover for a horse. Mr. Ed. Yes. Mr. Ed, brilliant. Alternator knackered. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Lee Dixon, good to see you. I did try turning it off and turning it back on again. I even lifted the bonnet and looked in like I knew what I was doing. Leaning all over the sides, you know what I mean? I did check the cam belt though, that was alright. So the belt is fine. It needs a belt. Toto, good to see you. Company push bike, something like that, yes. Angry Lou, good to see you. Sunjammer, Skip and Wrecking Yard. No, not at all. Bad Alternator would guess. Look at you guys, the geniuses. Time for a new car. Yeah, I'll get on that. I've been looking at a car now, lads, right? I've been looking at a beautiful car. It's a Skoda. Superb. It's a 2016 version, black. 4 wheels, a steering wheel, and a spare. In actual fact, it's identically the same as my own. Just a little bit less mileage. I've savage miles on my yoke. I've like 380,000 kilometres on my Skoda. 380,000. Imagine spending that long in a car with me for 380,000 kilometres. I mean, the Plateau joke would only get us to about 300,000. Do you know what I mean? You'd be a long time doing it. Right, now, get a Ford. I had a Ford as well. I used to have, I've had Mondeos, I've had Focuses. I've had one Mondeo. I had 2 Focuses. Yeah. But yes, keep replacing parts and it'll keep it brand new again. Exactly. See you later is here. Good evening. Wombat 49. It's Humpty Dumpty Day again. Let's buy some more stuff for the hangar. Yes, my thoughts exactly. Great to see you, Wombat. Hope you're well. Sunjammer says, well, new battery will add to the value. Yeah, right. One careful owner. I've just put 20,000 euros into my car. Yeah, but you're selling it for $2,000. Yeah, it's a great deal. Great bargain, Dougal McTavish, the chairman, has rumbled in. Evening. Good to see you, Dougal. Come here. How'd you get on last night with your approach with Ali into Innsbruck? The approach looked amazing. Fierce Wolf, good to see you, Fierce Wolf. He's looking fierce and wolfy. Mr. 90 is in the chat, good to see you. P.S. Morandai, hello there. He says, look at this, almost a year as he has resubscribed. 11 months in a row, dude. Thank you very, very much indeed. Reelson Pilot, good to see you. The flag will be disappointed. At half-mast. Jesus. Now, Lead Ballooner, good to see you. Better have a broken car than a burnt house. But yes, of course, yes. Do you know what I mean? Now, where are we at? We're over here, look. AZ Blue Line, good to see you. Flying Teapot, good evening. Flying Teapot, love that name, it's brilliant. M. Dark, welcome aboard. Helric is here. He says, evening Murph and gang, hope you're doing well and enjoying the week. Oh, it's great crack. Oh, that's brilliant. Never laughed as much, but it's grand. Ozymandias, welcome aboard. Now, let me see. Corn Wolf, welcome in. Now, I'm a mechanic, so go on. Oh, brilliant. Angry Lou, I know a fella who might have a bit of car trouble. Right? It'd be grand. You pronounced small wrong. Brilliant. Which hair do you use it on, Murph? That's terrible, right? Here I am, looking for emotional guidance and security, right? Brilliant. Which hair did you use it on? The one that's attached to the millions of others that I have. Yeah. So's your face. There's no coming back to that. Must not need to use much product in the hair. Not a whole lot there. Jesus, you've got tiny doll's hands. What is this? Then Gibbo jumps in. With your tiny hands, maybe you use kids' tools. Tonka maybe. What's going on? Hang on. Take your negativity, your hostility, and shag off. It's not welcome. Jesus. Zybok Duck is here calling from Denmark. Hello from Tipperary. I hope you're well. I'm emotionally ruined. Now, let me see. Soft hands like Darrow. Shh. Murphy plus IKEA equals disaster, says Sterling. I tend to agree. Why do you not let the missus...
Can I get a refund?
No, well, if you do, I want one. Why do you not let your missus be your program manager when doing these things? That would make sense. And I don't make sense, so it's incompatible. Unable to comply. Right. Hair gel on Murph, similar to an ashtray on a motorbike.
Sometimes a man's got to do
like an ashtray
what a man does.
That's like saying, 2 bald fellas fighting over the comb. I mean, what's the point? Right? Thanks, Gabe. Yeah. Jeez. Right. Prime TMP is here. Good to see you. Murph being a disaster. I thought this was a show about the news. It is. SK Sun is here. Good to see you. Liptorius, welcome aboard. Zybok says, Murph, have you seen the new F1 car? I have. The Inibuilds A340 or something it's called. Very, very good. Very good. Now, where are we at? We're over here. Jesus. Mr. Dan, Murph, how are you diddling? Wait, how are you diddling? Diddly doodling. How cold are you in the shed, lad? Oh, Jesus, it's cold out there, lad. Cold out there. Englewood Online, good to see you. Very, very happy hello to you. Daz Higgy, welcome in. Now, let me see. Mr. Stiffy. Right, I said that wrong the last time. Good to see you. It's great to see you. Filthy is here. He says, looking forward to the news. Payment plan ready to go. Yes. Egypt and Egypter. Now, there's a classic buddy movie. We'd be brilliant at it. I want to wear the orange outfit. Gibbo can wear the blue one. I prefer the top hat. Do you know? Right, I did notice. I also assumed that when the status was off, you had fallen over your chair. No, I didn't actually fall off the chair. That was all CGI. Yeah, CGI. Computer generated... No. Yeah, hang on, we're getting so image. A computer-generated image. And if it isn't that, it is now. Gaseous Maximus, good to see you. Muttley! You're very welcome in. Welcome in, Muttley. Gonna step back as lightning is getting ready to strike. Jesus. Horses neigh. Neigh. Oh, they do, actually. I'm not going to neigh. Now, horses... horse's ass. Quick question, Murph. Who plucks your eyebrows for you? Ah, Jesus. Do you know what I did before, though? You know, and you couldn't do it again. Right, I told you this story before. For whatever reason, your facial hair and, you know, inside your nose, ears and other places start growing as you get older, right? For whatever reason, it remains a mystery to us, mere mortals. Someone knows the crack, but we don't, right? And you'll have, you know, the mustache will try and catch up with the nose and they'll link, and then like your ears will go down to your locks if you have any, and they'll link, right? Anyway, I was told, I was in a barber's one day. Now, it's a long time since I've been to a barber's. I cut my own hair because, well, that's the skills I have when I use a razor. Right? But the barber said, Josephine, she said to me, I'm just going to tidy up your eyebrows. Right? And it was the most offensive thing you could say. Because I was like, I've never considered my eyebrows before. They never passed a comment. They were always there. Do you know? The most unsuspecting victim of my face were my eyebrows. They've done a great job keeping the sweat out of my eyes and, you know, making movements with them, if you can, without looking like a total weirdo. But you know what I mean? She goes, I'm going to tidy up your eyebrows. And she did. She actually, and then like the missus goes, you look younger now. Ah, Jesus. So then I tried it myself and I made a balls of it and I lost nearly a quarter of one eyebrow. And like, it's still not right. You know, sometimes I draw these on, but like, it's still not right. So don't cut your eyebrows or shave them or do anything stupid like that. Leave you exactly the way you are. Unless, of course, you smell. In which case, soap. Brilliant, right? But yes, this is supposed to be about flight simulation. How are we getting so much off track here? Irish Gav, it's good to see you. Hangar Studios, I'm confused. Is he saying Skoda, but is that scooter in English? No, Skoda. The car, the brand, you know, the best friggin' brand. Hangar Studios, welcome in, man. Mick Ham is here, good to see you. Wee buns, Murph. I have close to 425 on your Skoda. Gabe, how's your alternator?
Hello there.
Will you give us a loan of it? I just wanted to check something on it. 300,000 kilometres with Murphy in a Skoda. My Life in Hell. There's a book title for that one. Jesus. I'm not giving you a lift. Right. Now, where are we at? It was a blast at Innsbruck, says Dougal. Nice. Like the programme is here. Hello, my dude. Welcome in. Ford, Skoda. And you sure know how to pick them. I had a Mazda as well. All right. The Avro RJ needs, Avro RJ news fresh from the press, says Prime. Is it? Avro RJ? Now, let me see. Where are we at? We're over here. Kevin Firth, good to see you. Show us the Bronco. Yeah, we'll get to that now. Soon, Kevin. Soon. Willow Hamlet says, I've just been flying over the strip in Las Vegas looking for the clown. I couldn't find one, so the obvious thing to do was to start watching your stream. Jesus, right? It's a harsh crowd tonight, isn't it? Evening, Murph and chat, says Tritz. Hello, Tritz. Good to see you. Right, now, Bal Bro, happy hump days. I like that one. How are we all doing? What's the newsage this week? Well, we're about to jump into it. As Paparazzi jumps in, hope all is well with you. I'm ready for some great flight sim news. Indeed. A Celtic grounded Egypt, CGI. Or idiot. Oh, brilliant. Now, Catbat is in the house. Cat. What was the word I used? Cat sabotage bat. Brilliant. Welcome in, Catbat. Hope you're well, my guy. Hope you're well. Now, where are we at? The barber scheduled for tomorrow, says old veteran. Oh, Jesus. You're a difficult man to age, Murph. You could pass for 25 in a dark room. That's brilliant. But also, Jesus, you know. But right, you could have given your back... And wait, you could have gotten your back shaved while you were at it. What are you talking about, Gibbo? That's terrible, man. I don't have back. Well, I do. But, like, it's blonde. You can't see it. I know it's there, right? Are you trying to say I have a hairy back or something? Right, now, Private Pearts is here. Good to see you. Good evening. Hope all is well. I'm rather enjoying hearing about your beauty regime. Did she use a hacksaw or a blowtorch? Oh, yeah. Having a great week. Cleaning camera equipment for the eclipse on Monday and praying for great weather. Oh, nice. Nice. Cat potage. I love it. I love it. Right, now, it's time for the news. I hope you got that out of your system now, right? Coming on in here, being all offensive and hurting me emotions and feelings. Just as well have thick skin. That's not all you have, Murph. Right, we'll go over here now, lads. And I'll fix up my microphone and my stuff. As we welcomed everyone in, and of course to our viewers over on YouTube, Monty is there, good to see you. Davis Ebert, you're very welcome in. Dennis C, Nutty Slack, lads, it's great to see everyone. Hope you're all keeping very, very well. Adam Powell, welcome in. And Roy Van Can, hello Roy, welcome aboard, man. So to everyone, welcome in. That's our intro. And until next time, you take care now, wash behind your ears, and we'll see you soon. Right, so what we have here, this is the AzurPoly OV-10 Bronco, and we'll be checking this one out in a couple of minutes just to show you. We have this to kind of ooh and ah at it tonight, right? But before we go into details with it, where we're going to cover all our news, because this is where we play catch up with all the news, right? Because there's been quite a bit of news. So we're going to start with the news, as I can hear people groaning, going, oh jeez, we have to start with the news. It's a news show, you see. So starting with the news, hot off the press. Latin VF4's Airbus A340 is launching this month for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Ooh, a 340. So Latin VF4, they're set to expand their collection of the Airbus airliners as soon as this month, as the team prepares to release the A340. Coming off the heels of their work on the A330-900, which was released back in October, the team have shifted its focus towards finalising the A340-300 series, and the latest previews were shared by the team this week, who also revealed they are hoping to release the package this month, right? This is brilliant. So, an overview of the aircraft, they said that these aircraft, between the A330 and the A340, were going to be a little bit kind of more in-depth than some of the other aircraft, right? So we know that is a Heavy Division or Horizon, one of those, they kind of tweak these aircraft and make them super, super good. But Latin VF4 want to kind of, flex a little bit here to see what they can do in terms of the systems. So the model of the 340 has been pretty much done for quite some time, just awaiting the integration of the new avionics systems developed for the A330neo. Unlike its twin engine sibling, the A340 comes with its own unique set of challenges, primarily due to its 4-engine configuration. This demands distinct considerations for its electrical, fuel, screens, and performance matrix. So the flight deck, there's some pictures here. What do you think of that? Look, 4 engines. Right, in the class. Tarmo, good to see you. Colonel Indiana, welcome in. I've no official release date just yet. Soon, though. Soon. This looks very, very nice. Airbus lovers are going to enjoy this. So following a preview of the exterior of the aircraft released earlier in the year, Latin VF4 released this week a few new images of the 340, showcasing for the very first time the flight deck that simmers will get to experience. It is, as expected, very similar to the A330's cockpit, mostly with the necessary changes to accommodate a 4-engine configuration. Okay. It's crucial for simmers to note that Latin VF4 markets their series of Airbus airliners, including that of the A340, as a mid-level simulation. This designation indicates that while the aircraft features significant details and functionalities, it may not reach the exhaustive depths of a study-level model. This approach obviously makes the A340 accessible to a broader audience, including those on Xbox, which is clearly an important audience for Latin VF4. It ensures that both the casual flyer and more dedicated aviation enthusiast can enjoy the experience without the steep learning curve associated with a high-fidelity simulation. It also means those looking for the utmost realism and adherence to real-world procedures, they may end up feeling like they've missed out on some crucial pieces. Still, it's not every day that we get to see a fairly interesting new airliner release, and the Latin VF4 340 will certainly appeal to a very broad audience within the Microsoft Flight Sim community. Expect to hear more news about this project soon, as Latin VF4 gears up for a release. So, A340, who's interested, lads? Airlock Doc is here, good to see you. Who is looking for this? Rambog Mord, welcome aboard. You flew into Dublin on Vatsim, brilliant. A340, I think, like, we're all going to give this one a shot, aren't we? Beautiful airplane. And, like, I think the best A340 in flight sim at the moment is from Tolis over on X-Plane. It'd be interesting to see if it gets the updates like the other ones got. Do you know? Now, moving on. I'm so excited for this. PMDG's 777 inches closer to a release in Microsoft Flight Sim. Robert Randazzo took to his own forums there the other day, and by not releasing an April Fool's joke, and we'll get onto those, he spoke more about the development process. So they gave us a bit of an insight on the 737s, because they've made significant updates to that aircraft, but it's more to do with tweaking and fixing rather than adding features. All the effort, if you like, when it comes to features, well, the focus is definitely on the 777. So, in the latest update, the significant process towards finalising the 777, stating that today we pushed a new build of the airplane to our beta testers that represents a big advancement in the readiness of the airplane. During the past 2 weeks, a significant amount of time and energy had been devoted to stability, efficiency, and cleaning up details in the system operation and beginning the process of adding in finer wear and tear details for their in-use airplane. It's worth noting that the cockpit textures on this aircraft are actually based on a older model. And the idea is they want to kind of show off some of that wear and tear based on an aircraft in service for, 10 or 12 years. And if you're wondering, well, the 737s are all very, very clean. Well, that's because PMDG modelled their 737s on an aircraft that was relatively brand new. Hence, it was a very clean, highly polished environment. This one, we're expecting to see some wear and tear, dirt and grime, that kind of stuff. So, the 777, there is no official release date. Now, I did go back when they released the very first aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator, which was the 737-700, and it released in May. It was in May, right? So, well, let's see. They are saying this is quite close. I think Sim Update 15 is holding a lot of developers back. But the good news is this thing is pretty much on a final approach. The post from Robert went into a lot of details, what they were talking about, and it's pretty much saying, listen, they just want the aircraft to be ready as it leaves their hangar and into our hangar. They just want the aircraft to be pretty much where it is, DC-6 was the first plane. Oh yeah, well, their first airliner. Well, the DC-6 was technically an airliner. Yeah, okay, well, their first Boeing, right? The first Boeing. But like the DC-6, like, that is old. Proper old, do you know? But anyway, NextGen Simulations have shared an update on the Saab 340. You guys are kind of breaking this news on Monday. So NextGen Simulations, well, it's been a while since we last received meaningful updates. We did see an update, I think, to the Banderante, the EMB, the Embraer 110. But we also knew that they were working on a Saab 340, an S2000, and the ERJ. But there was good news recently, as Carlos Gonzalez, the man behind NextGen Sim, shared more details about the ongoing process and detailed work behind his Saab 340 and 2000 projects for the sim. The update arrives amidst a personal challenge for Gonzalez, who openly discussed battling health issues and their impact on his workflow. And despite these personal hurdles, his dedication to advancing the development of these aircraft remains steadfast. There's always a story behind the story. It's interesting. Gonzalez reassures the flight sim community that the development of both the Saab 340 and 2000 continues unabated, countering any rumours of abandonment. I reiterate my commitment to these projects. They're not abandoned, he asserts. So, what's the current status? Well, the development of the Saab 340 has seen a significant progress recently, particularly in the exterior model. Gonzalez notes he spent around half a year overhauling the relevant details from the aircraft's exterior, such as the landing gear, wheels, fuselage, and many others. Leveraging the advancement of the graphics engine inside Microsoft Flight Sim, NextGen Simulations aims to create a visually stunning model of the Saab aircraft. The process involves updating the models to include additional levels of detail, LODs, and preparing the interior model for texturing. Additionally, Gonzalez reveals plans to integrate Navigraph services into the onboard EFB for both aircraft. Gonzalez clarifies that while both Saab models are developed simultaneously, the releases will be staggered. He also addresses the project's compatibility with the forthcoming 2024 sequel, ensuring users that updates for compatibility will be provided at no additional cost. Nice. So, We're hoping for a release of the Saab 340. If anyone's flown one of them before in the sim, they're really, really nice. And I'm really looking forward to something decent, right? Angry Lou, the Duke, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Anything that wore the old green top Aer Lingus livery, I'm all for. Yeah, like the Saab 340, Aer Lingus flew them. Logan Air fly them, right? They're quite a popular aircraft. Coronado made a decent one as well, would you believe, back in the day. Now, Aeroplane Heaven, I do believe they have released the Republic P-47D for Microsoft Flight Simulator. This kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, the aircraft we were expecting to come from Aeroplane Heaven was, I think, going to be the Hurricane, followed by the Lancaster, and then something else. They surprised everyone here. So they have now released the Republic P-47D Thunderbolt, known as the Jug. The P-47 was one of the heaviest fighters in the Second World War and required a powerful Pratt & Whitney R2800 engine to accommodate its 8-ton weight fully loaded, right? The engine shared with the Hellcat and the Corsair contributed to the Thunderbolt's reputation as a formidable medium-range escort fighter and ground attack aircraft. The original Razorback version of the 47D faced visibility issues, which were later resolved by adopting a bubble-top canopy inspired by the RAF's Hawker Typhoon. This improvement enhanced the pilot's visibility, but led to the phasing out of the Razorback's variant, a model that Airplane Heaven is now bringing to Microsoft Flight Sim. So there was a preview video, and then it goes into some of the other finer details of what the aircraft is all about. Airplane Heaven do make beautiful looking aircraft. The updates, some aircraft, you know, I really like Airplane Heaven's aircraft, but like the P-51 is really nice, but there's bugs there that just haven't been addressed. Like, for example, if you're in multiplayer and you have another P-47 or a P-51 flying with you, their flaps are down regardless. There's little like just little things. Do you know what I mean? And well, the PR is always fiercely interesting. But anyway, the P-47 aims to bring us the iconic aircraft to life with the impressive list of features. There's a lot of features with this aircraft, and this is a new kind of a direction, I think, from Airplane Heaven. It's very kind of flying iron neck of the woods, right? High fidelity models with detailed gear wells and the Pratt & Whitney engine, crafted exterior and interior models based on contemporary plans, the authentic cockpit with bespoke animations and effects. As expected, it incorporates full PBR textures and materials. They also see an inclusion of the US military pilot figure and the option to switch default SOBO or to something else. We have the choice with gun sights and GPS. But then there's other things, because the P-47's flight dynamics and performance have been accurately modelled on real flight test data, which should hopefully provide a realistic experience. Custom coding has also been added to improve the aircraft's tail dragger performance. The package will also include specially developed WI's high-fidelity sounds. You'll be able to choose from 12 authentic liveries, allowing for customizable flying experience that pays homage to the Thunderbolt's storied history across the Second World War. They've also modelled weaponry on this with bullets, machine guns, all the jazz, and like you can even see the shells pop out when they're ejected out. It looks incredible, right? It looks incredible. So I'm almost certain. Let's click on it. I do think this devil is out. Yeah, $33.99 US available now. Exclusively at the moment through the Airplane Heaven website, and it'll be coming soon, very soon, to some of the other stores as well. Pretty cool, right? So I like it. Does anyone have this yet? I will be adding this to my hangar only because look at the state of it. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? So yeah, great news for anyone liking the Warbirds. Now, SimWorks Studios showed off their first in-sim images of the Kodiak 900. Well, we know that they're working on other variants of the Kodiak, and well, we can see now that they're returning to the Dark Kodiak aircraft series with the Kodiak 900, a bigger, faster brother to the Kodiak 100. With a keen focus on offering a more powerful aircraft without compromising the essence of what made the Kodiak 100 beloved, SWS is setting its sights on delivering another highly capable adventure aircraft that Microsoft Flight Simmers can look forward to taking nearly anywhere in the world. The 900 was announced just over a year ago, and it follows shortly on the heels of the real-world aircraft, which was unveiled to the public in 2022. Equipped with a formidable 900 horsepower engine that supports a larger stature and powers its increased operational capabilities, the Kodiak is truly a workhorse of the skies. Its key differences compared to the Kodiak 100 mean that while more capable in terms of payload, it's not quite as nimble at getting in and out of some of the tougher spots. In fact, aerodynamic improvements to the design, such as wheel pans and the blended cargo pod, collectively work to minimize airframe drag, thus enhancing overall performance at the cost of some of the ruggedness. As such, despite boasting some superior capabilities that retain the Kodiak's 900 commendable stall characteristics, the wheel fairings, for example, limit the tyres of runway surfaces so that the Kodiak 900 can use. So we're expecting to see just a larger version of the Kodiak 100. Tweaked engine, tweaked performance. It is bigger, it is faster, but we can expect the same levels of detail. SWS did an incredible job with the Kodiak 100 when it came to the cabin and the detailing and the nuances. Like, little things, like even if you were to move like the elevator or the rudder and it's in the airflow of the propeller, you see the thing shake. Like, they've done incredible levels of detail here, you know? Pretty cool. So yeah, it's on the way, lads. So anyone who enjoys the Kodiak 100, well, there's a larger variant on the way. Pretty interesting. Now, Inibuilds, right? They were very busy over the last few days. Well, they've updated the A300 for Microsoft Flight Sim with the Pratt & Whitney engine variant, IDC radio panel, and more, right? So Inibuilds released a major update to the Airbus A300-600. The new version, package version 1.1.0, brings a wide range of enhancements and features, and most notably that are the Pratt & Whitney 4000 series engines and the IDC 900. It's very busy. The popular choice of these engines are also included on the 747, the MD-11, and other A300s. They feature a unique thrust measurement system based on engine pressure ratio, a method that offers a more accurate representation of engine thrust. The EPR system is particularly noteworthy for its precision, ensuring that the thrust output is accurately measured regardless of the engine age or the condition. Another major new feature introduced with the update is the IDC 900 radio panel, designed as a retrofitted FMS that functions as a radio. I jumped into this last night to get acquainted with it, and I spent 10 minutes, well, maybe 11 minutes, looking for the radio. I couldn't find it. Didn't realise that, you know, it's now living inside another machine, right? But it's very, very, very good. Very good. The system is a nod to the evolving requirements of ATC and the necessity for more efficient, safe, and reliable communications. These and other features are showcased in a technical overview video by Inibuilds, which is the best way to learn all the new stuff that was just added. They have their own video there. Now, it goes on for a couple of minutes, so half an hour. There's a lot of features. It's a free update. It's available now via the Ini Manager if you have it, and you can pick up the aircraft. It was on sale. Great opportunity. Inibuilds offering the aircraft for just $25.99. How much is it now? It's gone back to its normal price, €49. Keep an eye on the price. If you have it, just be aware there is a very, very, very good update for it. And I'm chatting to all this bug, but look at the bug fixes, lad. Look at the state of them, lads. Loads of enhancements. And like, I was chatting to Inibuilds about this. Like, they are so, you know, they're so kind of focused. They want this aircraft to be the very best aircraft in the sim. That's their target. That's what they're trying to do. Right, so it's great to see all these updates coming in. That's a fair price for the plane, I think. Actually, a bit of a deal. It is, Sterling, it is. There's a lot of features to the aircraft, cargo and passenger variants. It's done really, really well. Now, an aircraft we're checking out tonight, Cowansim, well, the legendary R22, based on Robinson's R22. This was a favourite back in the world of FSX. It was one of the default aircraft, and if you wanted to learn how to fly these flying death traps, helicopters, well, you'd start off on the R22. Well, Cowan Simulations have now established, haven't just now established, they are established as one of the most prolific helicopter developers in the sim. They've released tons of aircraft so far, and now they're back in with the R22. The product is packed with features and customization options, such as the throttle and idle stop that can be mapped to the flight hardware. It also remembers the weight and balance settings, along with any visible options chosen for subsequent flights. Kind of like state saving. The developer promises that those who purchase the package will be able to experience a true-to-life startup procedure, interact with functioning systems, complete with working breakers, and have a company of an animated passenger for additional immersion. We're going to be checking out this aircraft on the stream tonight, so I'll kind of leave it there because I'll show off what it can do. It's available now. It's available on the It's available on PC at the moment through the developer's website, Cowansim. It's priced at $24.99. It will be going to the marketplace and it will be available on the Xbox as well. All right. So, moving on, flight replicas. Dougal McTavish flew this the other night, and they've released a brand new Spitfire, the Mark V. Now, flight replicas are very, very busy with these aircraft because the Supermarine Spitfire, converted then for naval operations, becoming the Supermarine Seafire, and then the denavalized versions stayed on as Seafire. Well, they actually served in the Irish Air Corps. But anyway, the Mark V has been released, and there's two variants of it. We'll talk about it here now. So Flight Replicas is back with a new model of the legendary Supermarine Spitfire. Following the launch of the Mark I and Mark II last year, the developer has now released the Mark V variant. Two affordable package, standard and tropical, for enthusiasts of historic flights. The Mark V variants introduce several features not found in Flight Replica's Mark I predecessors, such as selectable pilot models mid-flight, an authentic gear warning horn, wind noise effects with the canopy open, and correctly drooping elevators when it is parked. But there will be an upgrade for the Mark I package that will incorporate these new enhancements. As you've certainly noticed, since Microsoft Flight Sim came out, there have been a few Spitfire launches from a select few developers. Flight Replica's Mark I competes directly with Airplane Heaven's excellent version, while Flying Iron Simulations also have a superb rendition of the later variant, the Mark IX. The new Mark V from Flight Replica fits right in between both. Pretty cool. Now, Spitfire, it's huge, lots and lots of history there, and it is a beautiful flying aircraft. It's available now in the sim. You can pick it up for $12.40 for the standard variant, and if you want to get the additional tropical variant, that'll cost you $8.49. The aircraft is available now, and I haven't flown it. Dougal, I think, flew it. Dougal did fly it, so let us know what you think. Now, let me see. Leaves Nest Monster says, I had the Electra 10 for FSX, so there were no mentional improvements. That day, Airplane Heaven died for me again. Oh no, no improvements. Well, was it not kind of rebuilt for Microsoft Flight Sim? I don't think there was any enhancements in terms of features. I think that'd be, Grand Wazoo, it's good to see you. Black Box flew the A300 the other day, and when asked, he rated the plane, he said he'd give it a 9 out of 10. Jesus, Sterling. That's huge. That's huge. Prime says, meanwhile, they still haven't brought fixes for the broken in LNAV and VNAV. Oh no. That's for the A300, is it? So, Spitfire is out. Now, pilots. Well, they've released an update for the Dash 7. The new update sees revisions to the flight model to improve short takeoff and landing, climb and performance, whilst engine data has also seen further refinements. There is now animation fixes and fixes to the fuel gauge, which didn't always show the correct pounds value. New custom code for the barber pole values have also been added and revised. You can download the pilot's Dash 7 update from their store where you bought it, and if you don't own the Dash 7, you can pick it up for about $20. I'm on the fence about this aircraft, right? Does anyone have the Dash 7? Now, it's important, note the price, it's $20, right? But SWS were involved in the early days of creating this aircraft, so parts of the aircraft are actually very, very good. I'm just not sold on the sounds. I think the sounds are I think they're hideous, unless I'm doing something wrong, but the sounds just don't seem right to me. It could be something I'm doing wrong. And like some of the texture works as well. I don't know, there's just something about the machine that just doesn't work for me, And it's a pity because it's an iconic aircraft. I mean, the Dash 7, it's your twin Otter, two of them, So still an interesting aircraft, and again, bearing in mind the price, it's a low enough price. So you can't go too hard on it. Do you know what I mean? But the good news is, and this is good news, well, they're still developing, they're still updating, they're still working away at it. So there is an update now for the Dash 7, right? If only the old Clipper can get a few more updates as well, that'd be brilliant too. Now, we're checking out this aerodrome tonight, brand new release by Burning Blue Design, and it features old Warden Aerodrome based in the United Kingdom. It's out by Bedfordshire. Originally established in 1932 as a private airfield for the Shuttleworth family, yes, that's right, and later served as a strategic base during the Second World War for the RAF. In the post-war era, Old Warden transitioned into a focal point for vintage aviation enthusiasts, primarily due to its association with the Shuttleworth collection. This collection, known for its extensive array of restored early flight era aircraft, has made Old Warden a key location for air shows and educational events showcasing aviation history. Need to visit this place in the real world. The digital rendition of Old Warden by Burning Blue Designs is the result of thorough on-site research and aims to offer an accurate representation of the aerodrome as it stands today. The scenery includes over 240 custom designed 3D objects. They all have detailed PBR. So we're going to be checking this one out in a couple of moments. It's available to buy from the Burning Blue Design website for £14.95. So we'll have an old gawk at this. I love what Burning Blue Design, like they go for these kind of off the beaten track airports, and there's tons of features with them, and you kind of experience the area. They do a great job, so looking forward to showing this one off. Now, also checking out tonight, Inibuilds released London Luton Airport for the sim, and well, they're at it again. Highly detailed custom airport for Microsoft Flight Sim. Following a few teasers over the last few weeks, the prolific team at Inibuilds have released London Luton Airport, Echo Golf Golf Whiskey. It is the UK's 5th busiest airport, Luton an important hub for low-cost carriers, notably EasyJet, and now thanks to Inibuilds, simmers can navigate this bustling airport with unprecedented realism in the sim. Right? Keen, good to see you. The new scenery encompasses a wide range of features aimed at delivering a true-to-life experience. Inibuilds have focused on creating handmade ground textures and bespoke texture sets to accurately represent runways, aprons, paths and roads. These efforts extend to the airport's landside, which have been recreated with custom ground decals, signposts, vegetation, parking barriers and more, reflecting on the unique characteristics. They also have the interiors modelled here as well. But we'll show it off. We'll see it, right? I say sick, it's only a cold. But anyway, up Jesus, Keen. A sick Keen is calling. God almighty. Orange juice, Keen, but not too many. It'll turn out terrible, right? But yes, you can pick up the Luton Airport now. £13.99. It's available from Inibuilds store. And, well, we'll check this one out in a few moments. Now, an airport I'm not showcasing tonight, would you believe? We'll look at it next week. UK 2000 have just released Echo Golf Papa Delta Aberdeen Airport for Microsoft Flight Sim. This week, UK 2000 announced the release of the latest custom airport for the sim, following the launches of, where's that place? Carlisle, was it? Carlisle and Jenny Prestwick. Right? Anyway, the developer has continued its focus on British airports, focusing further north into Scotland with Aberdeen. It's one of Scotland's key transportation hubs, but its history traces back to the establishment on May 30, 1934. Initially as a grass airstrip, it became a pivotal RAF base during the Second World War, playing an instrumental role in maritime patrol and anti-submarine warfare. Through the decades, the airport has evolved to accommodate the surge in air travel, undergoing significant expansions and modernisations to serve as a vital link for the northeast of Scotland. Today, Aberdeen is celebrated as the oil capital of Europe, with the airport serving as a crucial node for the offshore oil and gas industries. Its main runway, 16 and 3/4, stretches to 1,900 metres, while specific runways cater for helicopter operations, essential for flying personnel out to the North Sea installations. The rendition of the airport, crafted with accuracy in mind, HD photographic images and PBR materials to mirror that of the real world. The scenery includes full detailed buildings, realistic ground markings, high-resolution ground images, and realistic night lighting effects. UK 2000's Aberdeen, it's available now, priced just under £15, and this is something we're going to check out next week. Epic Fool is here. Epic, do you have this place? Aberdeen, I mean, fly out to the North Sea, man. So that's an airport we'll check out soon. Did anyone see this? SoFly. SoFly? Well, they brought dinosaurs into the sim. What's that tune? Do. I can't do it. I'm out. Do. Right. You know. But anyway, there's, well, dinosaurs, right? April Fool's Day usually means flight sim developers indulge in some fun announcements and releases. Some jokes turn out to be very real, as is the case with SoFly's latest release, Dinosaurs. Sure, why not, right? It's not only a fun idea, but actually something you can install and see it with your own eyes. SoFly's Dinosaurs allows users to see these mighty animals who once roamed the earth. Some of them are still found to this day in Leitrim. And of course, Ireland invented the dinosaurs. But anyway, not only from the higher vantage point provided by an aircraft, but also in more detail down below. From the formidable Tyrannosaurus Rex to the serene Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus. That's like friggin' star sign. What are they called? Stegosaurus. I got there in the end. These add-ons include a variety of dinosaurs, inviting users to experience the thrill of navigating through a world populated by these prehistoric creatures. There's a trailer here we'll look at. I think the music is okay. I can use this. So, like, you're probably reminiscent now of Jurassic Park, but, you know, they call it Jurassic Track, right? Jurassic Playground or something. Dinosaurs in the same. But what did they think of next, right? But it is released. It's available. You can actually pick up the thing. SoFly's Dinosaurs is available now on their website, requiring only an email for access. It is free for a limited time, unless it gets released in the marketplace. You know, for PC and Xbox this month. It'll then be priced accordingly. There's no details about it at the moment. So if you go over to SoFly's website, it's free. It's free. If you want to have some dinosaurs in your sim, why not, man? You can play your man, what's his name? He was in The Fly. That fella. Right? So, right. Drastic time calls for drastic measures. I see what you did there. Brilliant. Dinosaur Land. Yeah. Jurassic Crack. When Murph and Gibbo hit the pub. Jurassic Crack. I love it. If you can fly around when an asteroid hit, it'd be great. Right? Life finds a way. Indeed. You know, Murphastic Park. If it doesn't have Blue or Sam Neill, I'm not sure I want it. Yes. Ailerons into wind. Good to see you. Imagine the pilots walking among them lot. Or walking amongst them lot. They'd be nervous. Rex. Brilliant. What's this? It looks like the wife as he hides under the sofa. Jesus, Dougal. We could get copyright on that. I don't think so. That sounds like epidemic sounds, so I should be grand. Keen is brilliant. Mighty Thesaurus. That's fantastic. That is brilliant. Two blokes on a dino and a dodgy car part. Right, you know. But anyway, if you listen, it's something mad. Now, over to X-Plane here for a moment. Boundless have released, how do you pronounce this, lads? Is it Rias? I think it is. Senior developer Boundless have released its next airport, Lima Echo Romeo Sierra. The Spanish airport sees a lot of low-cost carriers from all over Europe, bringing people to the sunny, seaside and chilled vibe town. Airlines operating from the airport include Ryanair, TUI and Jet2, amongst others. And popular destinations served by the airport include London, Manchester, Dublin, Brussels and various cities in Europe. The airport pack comes with 4K PBR terminal and airport buildings, along with 3D volumetric grass, HD custom clutter, HD vehicles, and also high-resolution ground textures. The ground markings also come with cracks, wear and tear, and whilst the airport layout is based on the latest data, they also have taken advantage of the latest dynamic weather effects brought to us by X-Plane 12. You can pick up the scenery now for $15.99, and Rios, yeah. So X-Plane pilots will have a new fancy scenery to go flying to, and Boundless do a great job with X-Plane scenery, especially for their Irish scenery. I've always liked what Boundless have done. So pretty cool. It's available now. You can pick it up from Boundless, priced at £15.99. Now, we were the April Fool's Day jokes, right? Well, FSLE did a quick roundup of who said what, where, when and how. And there was a couple of, huh? And also, you know, that face, that like, nothing's funny. Right, there was a bit of that. But anyway, Parallel 42. Well, they came along and they said, they came along, right? Probably hurt a lot of us when you realise it was just an April Fool's joke. It's the add-on people are craving for Microsoft Flight Sim, and one that the community consistently and constantly asks Parallel 42 to make. Well, it's not really Parallel 42's problem to make. They want to make it. The sim is holding them back. This is actually genius, because the outcry of this, Microsoft might say, oh, Jesus, we better do this. But anyway, Chase Plane Professional 4K HDR. That was the announcement. And they were going to say, you know, wear and tear and windscreen wipers are an added subscription extra or something or other. So that was their bit of a joke. So Fly, of course, dinosaurs, we had a look at it. Inibuilds, or Ini Racing, formerly Inibuilds, well, they've brought out the Ini R24. It's a Formula 1 car which is free, and you can actually drive the thing, which includes a WI sound set, an update to the Yas Marina circuit, also free, and it even has DRS controls on the vehicle. This thing is actually pretty okay. Do you know what I mean? And it's just, you'll see it here, look. Now, this will be copyright because the music they're playing is The Chain, but like, did you see this thing yet? Did you? I thought it was freaking cool looking. Hang on there now. We play music that might work to this. It may not. That works. It does look interesting, doesn't it? And regardless of what Muse fan or Gibble will say, I'll still beat them racing these challenge. But they've done a lot of kind of cool stuff with this. They've also updated the track. They got rid of some of the bumps and that bit where I fell off the track and got stuck under the bridge. They fixed a couple of those things. So what started out, of course, as a bit of a joke, well, it's kind of popular. People are liking this, right? Pretty cool. So you can pick that up over on the Inibuilds website. That's free, lads. Now, Veripal came out with this. This was genius. They, do you ever fancy a custom gold-plated piece of flight sim hardware? Well, now you can for the price of just under €10,000. Gold-plated Veripal controls. And I have to say, they're positively mustard. But imagine going down to that degree. Yeah, I want gold-plated controls. I will say this, though. I do like the way you have the lighting in there. It's a nice contrast. Do you know what I mean? Looks very, very nice. Dominate the universe in luxury, right? What's kind of hilarious here is Veripal is expensive enough as it is, so something like this just wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't actually surprise me. I want me gold-plated ones. But
not getting gold-plated.
No, it's an April Fool's. They're not real. She heard that from out there. I don't want them. I'd break them. No, it's an April Fool. They are an April Fool. Tell her it's an April Fool, lads. Read the chat. They're all saying it's an April Fool. Fear not, Mr. Two-Tone. Oh, we can see it here now. Give us
Who's in charge? You haven't a clue what you're doing.
No, don't worry, Mr. Two-Tone. 100% Murph is not lying here. It is that of an April Fool's Day joke. Okay, he didn't say that at all. But like, what's important here is it is, only 5 more subs and we go gold, right? Wait, what? No. When did you say you would get them? No, shut up, will you? It's not an April Fool's joke. No, it is. Murph said he's going to get you a gold-plated kitchen. You sound like me talking to me. Why says no? He's like, listen, it's all lies, right? None of it. It's not real at all. They're not even gold. They're brass, copper.
Can I get a refund?
Copper's not that colour. No, there's no refunds. He bought 3 of them already. I didn't. Jesus, lads. Right, anyway, moving on abruptly. What else? Got Friends. Did you ever see this one? The new paddle wheeler. Hang on, did you see this now? Yeah, you won't be. I'm going to get one of these, Mr. Two-Tone. We were actually on, well, not quite like a swan, but we were actually on. Remember the time I nearly got out to sea in this?
Hello there.
It's all happening now, lads. There's all buttons. Huh?
Where was that?
Tenerife. Halfway across the Atlantic Ocean, for God's sake. There's all stuff happening. Adam Controls, you're very welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. We're here talking about paddle boats. I paddled the Swan. Oh, behave. There's also a duck. Jesus, and a normal one. with a gold-plated vape
Yep.
as an add-on to gold.
We're going the wrong way.
Adam, how are you? Welcome in, Raiders. We're not taking the Dennis Hickey out of me at all.
Murph doesn't know how to use the lawnmower, so there's no point in getting a gold plate.
What do you mean I don't know how to use a lawnmower? I just choose to forget it. You can't get any more add-ons. You need a new alternator. As Lee Dixon has brought us back to reality, welcome back to the real world. Thanks, Lee. 100%, man. Oh, if someone would make a pay-wear Skoda, Murph would even buy it for 50. What?
Did you tell them about the lampshade
I told him about the lampshades
and the curtain?
and the curtain. I can't be trusted. Things need to be prepared for me. And my alternator is shagged. That's crazy. Murphy forgot to read instructions. The lampshades. Yeah. The lampshades are too wide to sit on the light. So when you try and put them on the light, they just fall. Because I didn't feckin' know that there's a size for a bulb, an E27 or an E26, and we had a B22. How are you supposed to know this? You buy a lampshade. Can I have a lampshade, please? Mr. Amazon, yeah, Jeff Bezos, will you send me out a couple of lampshades, please? I'll get right on that, he said. True, not using them words. And I got them. And brilliant. Yeah, look at the state of this. And I went to hang it. I said, Jesus, maybe they just kind of sit on it and spludge. Balls, it fell on the ground. So then I had to go back to Jeff Bezos' website and buy little adapter thingies that go around the little narrow part to make it wider so that the lampshade will now sit perfectly on top of the lamp. Well, the light coming out of the ceiling, right? Oh. Murph thought he was getting a lampshade for his head. That should be light work. Right, do you know? Did they not come with an adapter? Eamon, they didn't come with an adapter. Right? I mean, what's the world coming to? Right? An adapter should have came with them, I think. That's a man who had his entire argument inside his head already. Right? I already did. Right, anyway, moving on. So yeah, a paddle wheeler. Yeah, you can paddle. And this thing actually works with your moving your rudder pedals if you have any, right? A gold-bladed lampshade, right? Murph would be like... Murph's a bit like the Swan, yeah. MK Studios. Where'd you hear this?
Hello there.
Developers focusing a lot on the... Wait, hang on now. Huh? This doesn't make sense. Oh, wait, no, they did. MK Studios. Oh, yeah, they did do this. So, with simulators becoming more and more technologically advanced, developers are focusing a lot of attention on interior model. As a result, MK Studios have formally announced that they will no longer put focus on exterior models, since most simmers today only want to see the inside of the terminals. That's brilliant. Every single MK Studios comments like, could you not have done the interior? Will you do the owl interior? Don't worry about how good it looks on the outside. Do you know? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Murph should wear it as a hat. Right? Jesus. But yeah, I thought that was brilliant. FlyJSim. In light of recent real-world events, FlyJSim decided that they must now make their aircraft even more real. They're introducing the Too Real for their upcoming 727 and 737 series of aircraft on X-Plane. Jesus, lads. Huh? Right, I mean, we're gone there. The new feature will give you the chance to play door plug roulette, find loose nuts and bolts across your aircraft, and even experience random flat tires. Fly on a bad day and hear passengers scream, but on a good day, when it all happens to go right, you'll get praise and cheers from the plebs in the back. That's pretty good now. FlyJSim, great bunch of lads. But that is pretty good, right? Not if you're Boeing. FS News, catering to their Australian audience. I saw this is brilliant. FS News have created a specific theme just for them. Those who drink Australian, think Australian. Anyway, their whole site is now the right way up for the Australian visitors, which is just perfect for those down under. Brilliant. Right? I love it. For the new people, says Keane, despite the fact he's talking about dinosaurs, gold, lampshades, curtains and swan paddle boats, we are indeed a flight swimming community. Flight swimming. That's brilliant, isn't it? Look. Community Flight Sim 2024 aircraft list. This came from Microsoft. But Microsoft, well, I don't know, were they the original ones? But they reposted this. So like, you know, Pizza Flight Simulator 2024. Right? FlightSim 2024 Ultra includes access to the Discord voice chat. No XP required. Right? And I love some of the names here, though. You know, the F-14 Tomcat by Grumman. Okay. Embraer. Diamond. Wait, Diamond. Sikorsky. Right? Ursus. Bowling. Textiles. Brilliant. Right. But that was their gag. But, like, listen, April Fools and all that, but, like, Jesus, do you know what I mean? Now, DCS news. Afghanistan available right now for pre-purchase, those of you wanting to fly your DCS missions in this place. So they released a trailer at the start of the year showcasing what they're working on, right? And Afghanistan is a brand new map that DCS are bringing, and you can imagine the level of detailing and the missions available and so on and so forth. It introduces Afghanistan into the theatre of war lineup. Afghanistan, of course, the unfortunate site of decades of conflicts between the war on terror, Cold War with the Soviets and so on. The country has seen a large arsenal of aircraft, from helicopters like the Chinooks to fighter jets, of course, like the F-16s, and also the A-10 Warthog. The map uses Eagle Dynamics' latest map technology, and it's accessible either in its entirety or as a separate region. You can get south, west, east or north. East region will be released at 3-month intervals, and the first southwest region, priced at $23.99 pre-purchase or $29.99 on its release in June. The purchase price is $48. That's for the entire package, or $55.99 after the early access. And then the final release price for the entire region will be $69.99. Not sure if you saw the trailer, but it looks absolutely incredible, right? DCS, the platform itself is free. You buy the modules, you pay for the modules that are on it. And with the mapping here looks absolutely incredible, absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I think anyone who's liking the DCS stuff, I would see this would be very, very popular. The Irish invented Afghanistan. We did. Dougal's like, I might just have to reinstall DCS for that one. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do with it. The most impressive map in recent years from DCS was their update for Normandy. Absolutely incredible. And of course, with DCS this year, well, they've added so many new features in. You saw a shot there a moment ago with like grass moving and all this. Looks absolutely insane, right? So it's now available for pre-purchase. Be aware. And as I said, those of you who want to be picking up Afghanistan will be coming out in June, right? Now, we're nearly there. Vatsim events aren't happening this weekend. Well, yes, there is. So as we continue on with our IF4 ATC course, you know, I highly, highly recommend checking out some of the flights that are on Vatsim. And just, if you don't want to fly with them, just jump on as an observer, right? There's a First Wings event. There's a few of them coming up. There's also one coming out of Shannon soon. But a First Wings event, they're designed to work with new pilots on the Vatsim network. And the controllers, they give you as much patience as you're going to find to try and help you along so you get up and running on the Vatsim network, all right? So there's one coming up here on Saturday on April 6th. It's a First Wings event. And you can see they're flying in around India there into Mumbai. And if you just wanted to jump in and have a listen just to see how much it goes, well, that's your way to do it. Now, something cool before we get on. Gibbo told me about this. He said, Murph, I'm after finding something, it looks quite handy. And I said, Jesus, this is quite handy. It's called Vatboard, right? And they're basically what it is, it's a digital kind of, what do they call these? Flight information board. You see them at airports, right? And what we can do, they have the old kind of console DOS version, but they have this kind of fairly sleek looking one. It's a website. And if you go over to the website, it tells you what to do. So this is the website. So it's saying this. So if I change the address up here, look, right? So it's .com. So we're going to put in ICAO equals Dublin. And if I type that in, right? This is going to show me what's happening at Dublin. There's Shagall happening at Dublin. There's even less happening in Donegal, Murph, you big agent. Hang on, we'll do another one. Echo Golf Lima. Let's see if it works. This does work now. And it doesn't want to load now. That's brilliant. What are we forgetting? Console version or web version? Okay, the web version. We'll give it a second to load in again, right? I just departed Dublin. Okay. The URL is wrong. Vatboard dot... Ah, wait, sorry. Look, I'm a total, utter idiot. Sorry, my bad. So we're going to put in Echo India Dublin. That's wrong as well. Jesus, Murphy. Read the instructions. ICAO equals vatboardestianos.com. Right, so vatboardestianos.com. Get rid of the /, question mark, ICAO equals that. You don't have permission to access the resource. Uh-oh. Did I break it? Why isn't this working? It was working. Airport ICAO code. Yeah, that's what we put in. So the location, head over to this. And then we put, yeah, it's all coming up forbidden. Okay, maybe it's down. This went so well in the rehearsal. Right. But basically what you can do when it does work.
Can I get a refund?
Murphy, HTTP, there's no S. Look at that. You see, that's why Epic Fool is a genius. EIDW, get rid of the /. No, still don't like it. Even though I'm taking the S out of it, man. Maybe the website is down.
They've done studies, you know.
It doesn't work.
60% of the time, it works every time.
I'm waiting for the screenshot of Murphy saying, here's the one I prepared earlier. Is it just me or are Murph's alerts very loud? Jesus, I couldn't tell you. Maybe they are loud, Muse. I'll turn them down a bit for you, though. Why are they so loud all of a sudden? Interesting. Now, let me see. They are very loud in comparison. They are loud. Jesus, wait. You just need to tell me when I do things. I don't know how I did that. But anyway, this website, when it does work, it works very well. It does actually work. It was working yesterday. I don't know why it's not working now. Can anyone else confirm, are they having the same issue? As in it's coming up like with this? Do you know what we could do? Let's do, what's the other web browser called? Edge, isn't it? Let's go to Edge. Jesus. That board dot that question mark that equals EID. No, not working. I'm same here with the link. Okay, so it's shy, right? They're much hang on. I mean, there isn't much that's louder than you, but these definitely were. Okay, low tech, thank you very much indeed. The browser does it automatically. It's a security mechanism. Yeah. Okay, so the website is down. It will come back online at some stage. But effectively, what I'm trying to show you is you put in the ICAO code of the airport you want, and this will show you what departures and arrivals are scheduled for that airport on Vatsim. It just gives you, it's a nice visual cue to say, I want to go flying from this location to that location. How busy is it going to be? That's pretty much what this does. And it's all free, and when it works really, really well. It's just not working now. Do you know? So, yeah, what do you think? Prime says I use VatSpy. Yeah, like you can use the Vatsim network, the Vatsim homepage has its own link to that. But I like this because it's all done nicely. Live time is there, arrivals, departures. It's done very, very clear. Do you know what I mean? Plus, you can get it in this version if you wanted it as well, a console version. Look at that, mad looking if you wanted it. But yeah, it's a free website, and it was found by Gibbo, and well done because it's brilliant. Right, that concludes the news, and I've turned down the alerts, so it should be a little bit quieter. Right, brilliant. So where are we at? We're over here. Look, where's the button I need it? So we'll start off with this Facebook post. The Bronco update by...
Dougal, have you been drinking? I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
Are they still as loud? Or they should be quieter? Right, we'll leave them there. No need to prolong the suspense any longer. The final package is ready, and we expect our Bronco to be released very soon. This is an update 3. Quieter but decently loud. Okay. Right, we'll leave it there. Anyway, AzurPoly, very, very close. They're going to be releasing this soon. Like our previous products, it'll be released on the Microsoft Marketplace first, and then on third-party stores second. Price is going to be $28.99. Product page is ready, so we can see the full list, features and screenshots. We'll open that. And in the meantime, the Bronco is between the hands of some of the best. Ah, jeez, look at this. Oh wait, they don't mention me here. Some of the best flight sim content creators, and you can already watch this well done review by CG Aviator. Chris did a great job, and then I'm going to show this off at this time. We're showing this one off now, right? So that's what we're going to do. So the feature list, recognizable with the unique silhouette, the Bronco is one of the most famous light attack and observation aircraft.
Look at this big E just...
I'm hoping they're now quiet, lads. But anyway, initially developed in the 1960s, extensively used in several countries, it's proven to be a durable and flexible platform. It's still flying today for various roles, including firefighting. Short takeoff and landing capabilities, the Bronco can operate from unimproved sites. The development has been conducted along with real Bronco pilots, helping AzurPoly to reproduce the aircraft faithfully, especially in its famous fixed shaft turboprop engines, right? It seems fine now. And then Scott says they're very, very loud. We once more pushed our limits compared to our previous aircraft to provide you with an immersive experience. So we get a highly optimized 3D model, interior and exterior. Interior model based on 3D scans, fully modelled fuselage and cabin, ultra high resolution textures, distinct exterior models, 12 liveries, custom sound package based on real Bronco recordings, flight model developed with the help of former Bronco pilots, fully animated cockpit including all the switches and buttons, accurate representation of the Garrett TPE engine with custom condition power level implementation, fully functional avionics, replicated fuel system with external tanks, recreation of the electrical circuits with functional breakers, sophisticated interior, optional gun sight, jettison tanks, weapons, on and on and on. There's a massive, massive feature list with this aircraft. So let's go check it out, shall we? Here it is in all its glory, right? So, from the exterior, well, we'll start at the very beginning. It looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? Right? And it's quite a large aircraft. I mean, we can see our pilot sitting in there. It's a tandem seat aircraft, and we have stores munitions already loaded onto the aircraft, but it's some of the detailing here. It looks very, very, very nice, right? So there's beautiful texturing, wear and tear, and then we get into some of the finer details. We'll have a look in the engine at the moment, but even the tires, this is staggering. The tire inflation, you can change how much pressure is in the tires, and the tire themselves are simulated so you can actually see if the pressure is high or low just by looking at the tire. Isn't that nuts? I mean, you can see it there, right? Isn't that pretty amazing? You can visually see from that tire, be Jesus then, can we give it a kick or what? See the way she's bulging on the bottom there, look. And the detailing, even looking at the main strut here, everything is so crisp and clear. It's done very, very well. The wear and tear, the texturing work, looking into the wheel bay there, the gear bay, right? All the rivets, they're riveting. And then you have the textures, of course. It's a well-used aircraft. Look at the detailing on the engine. Look at that, lads. Isn't it just staggering what they've been able to do? And that's very much a scan of the engine. It's a 3D scan of the engine. I think it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Now, it has to be mentioned, there is a freeware Bronco out there, and, you know, top effort from the freeware developer. But this thing just, you can just kind of see with the level of complexity can really be captured with this aircraft that AzurPoly have done. And of course, AzurPoly have made some phenomenal aircraft in the sim already. The Fuga Magister, the Epsilon, and of course the Transall, some really, really good, right? So moving across, again, you can see we have munitions loaded in, we've rockets, we've cannons, we can add more to those as well if we wish. And even looking at the wing, look, missiles there, the leading edge, the lights, and we can customize some of the lights as well. It is, without a shadow of a doubt, a beautiful looking aircraft, and I think they've captured the model work here exceptionally well. See these antennas? Well, these are animated. You'll see that now when we're moving through the air, but these divils move. They move, right? Another thing that's interesting here is towards the rear of the aircraft, and there's actually, I don't know, was it for cargo or a spotter station or what, but we have the choice to make that canopy either solid, that you can't see out of, or it can be put in with a window glass so you can see out, right? And again, the level of detailing continues once you get inside the aircraft as well. Textures here are all very, very sharp, and it just looks really, really nice, right? As I said, there is a tandem seating arrangement with the aircraft. Very little going on in the back, right? But as we move up into the front, well, this is where the thing really does come to life. And we'll be showing you this in more detail here now in a moment, because I'm in the drone cam, right? So we'll ramble back here again. Just look at the top of the aircraft there. Isn't it pretty? And the liveries it comes with, there's some really interesting ones there. They also have the Cal Fire. They also have a German livery. And the weapons stores change depending on the livery, which is interesting, you know? So that's the external. So let's jump in here and, well, let's see what it can do. So welcome to the cockpit. And we can see, well, lads, isn't it, right? This thing is beautiful. The detailing here, the textures are just gorgeous. And everything is laid out just perfectly inside the cockpit itself. I think they've done just a phenomenal job here. With the detailing here, it's insane, lads. Look at the texturing. Look. Isn't that something else? We got a lot of switches, dials, and buttons here. I think it's class looking. Absolutely class. So what we're going to do, we're going to see well, some of the features, right? So we have a button here for our EFB, and it comes with the AzurPoly EFB, right? So let's have a look. So on our main page here, we have a couple of options. We can remove the covers, the wheel chocks, there's smoke.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Hummingbird, you devil. She just gifted 5 subs. Thank you very, very much indeed. Cheers. Alternator on the way. Thank you very, very much indeed, Hummingbird. Very kind of you. Lads, if you did get a gifted sub by Hummingbird, do be sure to say thank you. Thank you. So we have a GPU there if we wanted. The dome glass at the back. So as I said, I can change that. And it changes it there to like solid. You can't see out of it. Yeah. Landing lights, modern or original. So if you want the original landing lights, just even have a look at the wings there, look. They're gone. Or if you go for the modern landing lights, it throws in some LEDs. Some nice little kind of details, right? What else do we have? GPU, cold and dark. That's all grand. Covers. We can remove the covers. And now you'll notice that we've all sorts of doors and stuff opened and closed. We'll get to this now. So next up then we have the display. So yoke, co-pilot, the AzurPoly toy, which is this little gadget here. And that'll move and shake and rattle and roll as you fly. It's just a thing. I was wondering what that sound was. It was the rudder. We also have some GPS options here with both working title, TDS and PMS getting a shout to say, well, what unit do you want to have in the aircraft? Super, super handy, right? Now, one thing I will say, although the real aircraft didn't feature an autopilot, well, AzurPoly have built their own autopilot system in here for you for kind of ease of access and use, all right? So we're going to get the doors closed. Engine, cowlings closed.
I put the car in front, baby.
And all that stuff there as well. Oh, Jesus, there's things happening. Hey, Wade, Tristler's here. Good to see you, Wade. Old Veteran 965, you absolute mad thing, you. 10 gifted tier 1 subs. Thank you very, very much indeed, Scott. Jesus, lads. Jesus. Thank you very, very much indeed. 10 subs. God almighty. Lads, there's many of you now who got gifted subs. Do be sure to say thank you very much indeed. It's very, very kind of you. And thanks a million. So, let me see. We're going to keep the right side open just so we hear some of the sounds. And we continue on. Now look at the tyre pressures. Right? There's 20 psi in both of them. And if we bring them up a bit, 60. Do you know, it's a very subtle difference. It's class looking. Repair the canopy. If the canopy breaks, that's a click of a button that fixes it. What else do we have here now? Yes, our weight and balance. So for fuel, we can pop on an external tank. If we do that now, there is our external fuel tank. Just be careful if you have munitions loaded underneath the aircraft. You can't have both. It's especially on the pylon there. So there we have a fairly substantial payload and extended range with our fuel tank. When it comes to the weapons, we've included guns. We have the pylons on the wing, complete with AIM-9Ds, rocket launchers underneath, and we could add additional rocket launchers to the aircraft, but this will absolutely bog us down. As in, savage weight now on the machine. But isn't that impressive? All the rockets, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I'll remove some of these because it'll get fierce interest in trying to fly. Do you know what I mean? So what else do we have? We have a nice map here as well, the AzurPoly EFB, so you can have a look at your map and at your routing. We showed the autopilot. There's also a control calibration built into this as well, which is super handy. So you can, it depends on what your axes are, but like you can say, look, set my power condition or my power lever and my condition lever as well. And you can say if you have a reverse on throttle axes and all the jazz. Then we have some information and then points to the AzurPoly website. It's just done really, really well, right? And of course the EFB or the GPU, if you want it, it'll click in. And again, it's all grimy, wear and tear, the whole shebang. It looks very, very nice indeed, right? Who's this? Huffy89, thank you very much indeed for the follow. So I'm going to try and start it up and see what happens. This should be fun because we want to kind of check out the sound. So we're going to get the battery on. And we get the inverters on. We get some power into the avionics. Wait down, Murph. Wait down, Murph. Do we need the GPU on for this? We need the GPU on for that. Okay, inverter on. There we go. Look at the animations, lads. Aren't they beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Now, a bit of familiarization before we go. Left-hand side, let's have a look. Rudder trims.
Behave.
Aileron trims. Exterior lights. Flaps. We have prop and condition. This is like the, what do they call that thing? The friction lock, right? That's what they are. Now let me see. There's other things happening. Hemmingbird, thank you very much indeed for the bits. If you move the condition lever to its lowest, does it add rust? Now moving across here, we have our engine startup. So we have generators, engine starts, power. We have ignition and feather.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
We also have our landing gear handle. And then, as we can see, our flap indication, elevation trim, rudders and ailerons. See these green lights here? Well, these are telling you when your trims are at zero.
Yeah,
when
baby.
Jesus! When they're set. When they're set. God almighty. Muse fan just gifted 5 tier 1 subs and you started the hype train. Thank you very, very, very much indeed. Lads, the support is absolutely nuts. Thank you very, very much. These are brilliant. Battery disconnect. Yeah, I forgot about those. And here to click. So the batteries are disconnected, but yeah. What if I got rid of the GPU? Will that kill it? That's what was wrong. So the GPU overrides that. Makes sense. So my main batteries are connected. I've disconnected the GPU. See, we're learning. It's actually a decent showcase of like the system's modeling. If I have the batteries disconnected, power's off even though I have the battery switch on. However, if I put external power, well, it bypasses my battery, which makes sense, yeah? So turn off the GPU, but reconnect my batteries. So you can kind of see the logic there. Pretty cool, right? Right, moving on. All our speedos, what's over here? That's all park and brake, hydraulic pump. TACAN is there as well. We set our barrow. We have our GPU sitting there. No, our GPS rather sitting there. We've buttons up here. We do have fire detection tests. And we'll go to the right.
Hello there.
Hello there. Black Void, you're very welcome in. Thank you for the follow. The gun sight is an option as well. We can turn this on or off. I'm going to leave it on. Now, looking down this side, fuel, external tanks, that's all there. You can see where the boosters are. That's all okay. We have environmental stuff. We have the windscreen wipers. Anti-collision lights come on. Formation lights. I'll turn them on for the crack. Ram air is there. Moving down then we have transponder from mode 3. We have IFF is all here. Go ahead and put that on to standby. Compass, that's all good to go. Com and nav, they're looking good. Bleed units are all okay. Instrument lighting, night lighting, very, very pretty in this thing. High intensity lights, that's like your dome light. Floodlights are there as well. Have them dim or off. We've other buttons down here. Cargo lights, fire extinguishers, flap. Like everything is modelled here. All the circuit breakers are modelled here. It's brilliant. Right, so I suppose what we want to do here, lads, we want to start up this machine. So we'll start up the left engine first. How's that for a plan? And let's see what happens. So we'll go start. Sounds all terribly nice. So there we have a good start on the right. Now we'll go for the sorry, good start on the left, we'll go for the right. So generator on. Right now. Did that start? Something doesn't seem right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. That's why I'm not in charge. Right, we fixed it. Jesus. You need to add fuel in, Murph. Right, left gen. Left gen, Murph. Here we go. Right, let's go for starting the right now. Jesus. Starting on the right. Oh, we better close a little window, shouldn't we? And you hear the sound difference? They're just excellent. Right, let's go for starting the right. We have spinach. I now know what's happened. So my condition lever should be where I have my prop. It's not working. That's a me problem, not a this problem. Okay, RPM looking good. Oh yeah. Okay, good start. We want to get the generator turned on. Generator is now on. So there's our engines up and running. Fairly straightforward, you would think. Just make sure you turn on the button that says fuel, right? Now, let's have a quick check here before we get going. Let me see. Down this side of the flaps are okay, lights are all okay, external lights are on, yaw dampener, leave it in the off position for the moment. Electrics are looking good, gear handle is down, stores, won't worry about those for the moment, continuous ignition, not for the moment.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
We'll get the hood turned on, and there's a fairly decent heads-up display in this. Come on, you devil. So you can see the hood coming to life there, yeah? We also have a smoke generator we can turn on or off. We'll get back to that now in a moment. Right, let's have a look in here. So remove, you can do two things with the EFB. You can click the side of it, it takes it out of your way, but it's still on your seat. Or you have a button, it just disappears it outright. And then you click the button for EFB to get it back in there. All right? So we're looking good. Now, right hand side looks good. We'll check out the night lighting while we're here on the ramp. So let's see, get the external lights fully on. And we'll bring the time of day down. So this is like the mood lighting, right? So that red light you can have on or off. Isn't that beautiful, isn't it? The night lighting here is very, very nice. And then if you do want these kind of big high intensity lights, they bring the whole thing up. It's pretty, isn't it? It's very pretty. The exterior lights down, the landing lights, it's just nice. It's just nice. So we'll make it daytime again. And get rid of that big high intensity light as well. And we'll go for a bit of a taxi here to see what happens, shall we? So we'll go to the left. And just have a listen to the engine sounds as we go to roll out here. So, small bit of power. Oh wait, there's something critical I almost didn't do. Hang on, we need to fix this. Where's my EFB? It's not on every variant of the aircraft. And that's what's super interesting here. It depends on the type of aircraft that you're actually operating with. See where the locks are? You have to kind of, I don't know what they are, they're for like a gear or something, but you kind of have to engage beta in order to unlock them, right? So we'll do that. So by activating the beta, it unlocks them. It's something to do with the pitch, the prop pitch, right? So it's pretty cool. Right. Let's check it out. You also have a button here in the joystick for your nose wheel steering. So if you turn it off, you've no nose wheel steering. Turn it on, you have nose wheel steering. So we have our flaps set for takeoff. Let's ramble forward. Now condition levers full forward. Right is clear, left is clear. Now let's see what this thing can do. So we've got ourselves lined up. Off the brakes. Power's in. We're at full prop for this. Speed alive. There's 60. Easy now. Looking for around 90. Oopsie daisy. Beautiful ground roll. Gear up. Bring your flaps in. Just get me trim set here a little bit. It flies so well. So nice to fly. Now bring these guys back into normal. What do you think, lads? It's pretty, isn't it? It's a buzzy little thing, it is. It's very pretty though. Look at the antennas there at the back, look. Isn't that cool looking? Stunning. So in terms of power settings, speed, and you know what it's actually capable of doing, as I said, it's a very capable little aircraft. It's easy to throw around the place, and like flying these things low, it's awesome. So some of the added options that we have with the aircraft. So a smoke generator, for example. Smoke gen on, and there we have some smoke.
Hello there.
Hello there. So we have a smoke generator, which is cool. Turn that one off. And then we should have another button. Oh, yes. Right? How cool is that? Let's just see, do we have a view for the guns? There we go. Check this out. It's class. Now, there's no effects on the ground with it, but it's still kind of cool, right? It's still pretty cool. So we'll rumble over this way, bring our speed back in. Now, you can also drop the fuel tank, so that's our external tank there, right? Now, we're not very high, but I can jettison that, look. It's now become part of the scenery. Isn't it cool, isn't it? So my EFB is down here. Let's horse back in some stores, and we get our fuel tank back on here as well. What do you think? Sounds are good, aren't they? So the price, where is this now? AzurPoly Facebook, 20 something. It's going to be priced at $28.99 US dollars. $28.99, right? More suitable for a river or over a river in Nam. Yeah, like you're going to have lots of fun flying this thing in different areas, right? Now, what else do you want to do here? So you can go through like engine feathering and shutdown and all this sort of jazz, right? So let's have a look. Now again, I think there is a small delay when this thing reacts, but you'll hear it now in a sec.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Easy now. Black Void, thank you very much indeed for the Prime subscription. Thank you very much, man. So you can see the aircraft reacting to when an engine is feathered out. And like you can, you know, see, look at the detailing here. See the way that like prop is kind of just twitching a little bit. Isn't that brilliant? So we'll try and bring it back online here. Let's have a look. Turn us a bit that way, Murph. So that'll unfeather it. She's thinking about it. Thinking about it. And there she goes. And it, like the reaction the aircraft has when it's trying to restart, it's done really, really well. Now, while we're over this neck of the woods, we'll take it in for a landing, shall we? Look at the scenery here, isn't it gorgeous? So like the terrain colours here, this is all Rex AccuSeason. That's how that's all working. I bring the power right back. Let's see what we can do. There's our airfield down there. It's going to be a grass runway. There's going to be a Rex update toward the end of April. Nice. Mr. 90 says, Murph, any news regarding air economy? Nothing yet, dude. No news at all yet. Okay, so we want to go over that. So get some flaps down. Let's look at that gear animation. Ooh. Very nice. They're going to have new spring presets. Nice. So those red lights there, they're your formation lights. These guys here. You see them on the nose as well. So like we're in a fairly steep climb. Flaps are down, gears are down. It's quite stable. Nature invasion, right? Now there is quite a lot of weight on the aircraft with all the ordnance that we're carrying, but we'll see how it behaves. Bit of Toby eye here gives a bit of a dig out. Yep, don't overshoot the runway, Murph. Look at the visibility you have here, lads. Isn't it absolutely incredible? It's insanely good. Now that gun sight can be removed as well. If it's not your cup of tea, you can get rid of that. But let's try and take it in for a gentle landing here on grass if we can. As you stalled it, you big muppet! The brakes work! The brakes really work! Not a bother at all! And we'll... I'll edit that bit out. And we'll land perfectly safe! Easy. Easy. There's the stall. Right, we're down. Beta. To look at this big E just... To be fair, right? Listen to the roar. Right?
Dougal, have you been drinking?
I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
Get out of beta. There we go. It was for that very reason Murph wasn't allowed to fly airplanes. You kind of get the idea from this thing, lads. It's not yet fully released. This is still a work in progress, but I've yet to find any issues with it. Any issues you saw tonight were that of my own. But like the modeling, the texture work, the sounds, the systems, the options that you have when it comes to like payload. Again, if, as I said, if you want to turn off the old, if you want to turn off that gun sight, there it is there. Like the mirrors move, and you have all these options. Like it's just incredible. Do you know what I mean? You have all the different GTNs that you can use, and then all the sheer amount of stuff they've included. It's I think it's very, very, very good. There's also an incredible manual coming with this aircraft as well. AzurPoly did great work with that, and I'm just loving like even the animations. Like you look at those antennas there. Like they react to the thrust being applied. It's very, very good. We'll see it a bit better here, look. So there's the antennas there. Bit of power. That's class, isn't it? Really, really good. So I'm going to hang my head in shame now because I stalled it just before landing. But at least you know now you can stall the thing just before you're landing. Seats in the back. There is a bit of functionality here. Lights and whatever else. We have this mad view. If you want to, you know, what's the world like if you go backwards? It positively terrifying, right? Textures on the ground, yeah. I think it's done really, really well. This thing is coming out very, very soon, and you know, if it's your style of aircraft, you're gonna love it. If you're intrigued by it, because again, it has the Cal Fire livery. These are used as spotters. Do you know what I mean? At least when everyone else stalls, almost 200 people didn't see it. Yeah, but it's alright. I do these things just to kind of reinforce the fact that I am just a mere mortal. Do you know? A particularly stupid one, but yes. So this airport, well, this is part of our showcase tonight. We're going to be checking this one out. So we're going to bring this machine to a nice little stop. Brakes on. And we'll have our sounds on here for the engine shutdown. So we'll get our canopy open. Don't jump out there, whatever you do. And let's have a listen. Here's the right coming down. And we'll do the same on this side. That's very good, isn't it? AzurPoly's Bronco, nearing release, lads, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It'll look fine next to the V22. It just will. Yeah. Hey, G Slayer is here. Good to see you. It's really, really good, isn't it? Those sounds, they're incredible. So $28.99 coming very, very soon for the sim. They've done a great job here, lads. Like, there is no point saying otherwise. The thing is looking fantastic. Again, the texture work, the modeling. It sounds great. It hand flies so well, and they have added in some creature comforts, like all the GPS options, like the you know, their own inbuilt autopilot. It's just very, very, very handy, right? It is a beaut, yeah. It is a beaut. So I think AzurPoly, like, just incredible. Like, look at the friggin' details. Look, I love seeing add-ons with like such a high level of fidelity with detailing. Like, you can just see the effort that went into it. Like, look, rivets, like, do you know what I mean? Great stuff. So, this airport here, we're going to check it out. And we'll go out the road here a little bit. And this place is called Old Warden Aerodrome. And this is a brand new release from Burning Blue Design, right? It looks pretty. It looks pretty. And, well, the history of this aerodrome, made famous, of course, during the Second World War. It did open prior to that, and it was used then as a main base for pilot training, would you believe? And, well, let's go in and check it out. Burning Blue have always done this great kind of, let's go exploring a place. You know, they dig deep into capturing what the airport or what the aerodrome is all about. And I think this one is no different, right? So we can see here, just as we come in the gate, look, a beautiful Spitfire sitting there to greet us. Yes, looks very, very nice. Tons of kind of 3D people hanging around the place. Lots of detailing here. Looks very, very nice indeed, right? Now, also, they've modelled all of this stuff. The Swiss Garden at Shuttleworth. The Swiss Garden, no less. There's a full of holes. Look at the detailing, though, right? Engineering Workshop viewing area. Let's ramble over there, shall we? The engineering workshop is this way. Well, let's go. Let's ramble in. Wait, was that a sign? What does the sign say? Engineering workshop viewing area. And oh Jesus, an engineer. Jesus Murph, an engineering spirit. Look at this. Look at the detail. How cool is that, right? We like that. So this is like just a garden beside the airfield. Look at the detail. Look at the detail. Isn't that incredible? The whole garden is done. Jesus Murphy, you're checking out a garden. Yeah, but like, look at the detailing, right? And like, this is just kind of in and around the grounds of the airport. You know what I mean? Or of the aerodrome. The lads going in to have a chat in the kind of gazebo thing. But we'll get back down towards the aerodrome itself, into where all the hangars are. It's pretty cool, right? And like, there's a lot of detailing. Burning Blue actually go out and visit these sites, and they'll take photographs. They'll take hundreds of photographs just to check it all out, to see how they compile it. And you will see stuff from the early days, like from the 1930s and 40s, when it was an RAF station. Now we can ramble in here, look, into the Discovery Hub and the shop. Well, let's ramble in, shall we? Silver Command, very good. Look at the detail in here, look. Right? Stuff hanging on the walls, beautiful wallpaper, people sitting around having an old coffee and an old chat. Isn't the detail in class, like, isn't it? What else can we see? What else can we see? Oh, we're rambling here. The shop. The restaurant. What can we buy? Oh, they have sandwiches! What's on the menu, look? Americanos, £3. Be the Jesus. You can get some scones, tray bakes, sliced cakes, or chocolate bars, $1.50. Beautiful. Oh, look at this. Scampi chips, minted mushy peas, and lemon tartar sauce for $11.50. That's not bad. Right? Afterwards, you have the jacks. And what else do we have? Look at the detailing. Isn't it class, isn't it? Look at this. Air shows for 2024. Look at this. Best of British, Military Weekend, Festival of Flight, Summer Evening, Family Weekend, Proms Weekend, and then a race day. Kids go free. That's pretty cool. Right, let's ramble in this way. Who's in here, look? There's more. Stop. Can you actually read the menu? Stop. You can actually read the menu. This is ridiculous, look. Proudly supporting local businesses. Scampi and chips, $12.50. A beef burger is £13. It's not mad you can read the menus. And the beautiful pictures and stuff. And they've cereal. Special K or Crunchy Nut. Brilliant. You gotta love all the detailing. Right, we'll ramble back outside. I don't see any Skodas, but they do have a mad... What is that? A Rover? The first time I think I've seen a Rover in the sim. A Rover. Yeah, Sterling, sometimes they look a bit kind of... They can look odd, but like when you're flying past the area, it looks great, you know? So that was the cafe. Overflow parking. We have all these hangars here, look. No parking in front of the hangars, fair enough. Let's ramble down this way. What do we have? We have a nice MX-5, it looks like. Yes. So you do get that kind of sense of... It's a big enough aerodrome. What's around this way? More parking? Overflow parking. And that's up towards now. Look, there's a playground. Gibbo. There's a playground. And there's Muse there, look. And that's all modelled, right? Then you have all these gardens. And then you have, like, the country estate. The house. The whole house is here. And the college, look. Is it a college or a university? The whole thing is here, look. Like, the detailing, lads. Isn't it staggering? That's kind of nice. Yeah, that's me gaff there, lads. Do you ever want to know what me gaff looks like? Right? Now, does that clock work with the sim? I think it does. It's the little details, isn't it? The clock works to the sim time. That's pretty cool. So there's a nice country manor. And here's the lads out here now, look. Yes. Very good, very nice. Ramble down this way. We have some tennis courts. Beautiful. Man, look at the archway here, look. Shuttleworth College, it's called. It's kind of nice. Permit holders, car park. There's slow pedestrians crossing. Oh, Jesus, where am I going? I went in through yoke. Amazon Prime. He's delivering me new lampshades. Brilliant.
Who's in charge?
Jesus.
You haven't a clue what you're doing.
Right. What else do we have? Oh, yeah, you like this. There's DPD. There's a zoo. Well, it's a bit of a zoo. They have, like, you know, ostrich and kangaroo and a goat. They have a goat. That was supposed to be a goat sound. Timey kangaroo downsport. They're kangaroos, look. They're vicious. How are you, horse? Right? So there's a whole... like, it's an aerodrome with a whole load of stuff going on. So see it here, look. House and wedding events, the college, visitor attractions, and the Swiss garden and house. Please do not feed the animals. Don't feed the animals now, whatever you do. They get vicious. Vicious. Welcome to Shuttleworth. This is a place I need to visit in the real world. It looks absolutely friggin' stunning, doesn't it? It looks incredible. And it's all grass runways here, but you can see the detailing, look. I mean, anywhere you kind of go in the whole aerodrome, the detailing here is phenomenally good. And they have Steve here as well. Where are you, Steve? I saw you there the other day. Now, can you name the aircraft? Let's look at the tower here as well. Can you name the aircraft when we get down to them? This is a very typical kind of, you know, control tower and public address. No entry. So we'll ramble in here. What are the lads looking at? Oh, maps and stuff. Right. Can anyone name that machine? Alvin Theodore. There you go. That's a chipmunk. What about that machine? Look at the state of it.
Hey, good buddy.
Isn't it class? What about that machine? Not an easy one to know. What's the hey good buddy? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, that's going to catch a few people out. Yep. They were used for racing, amongst other things. There's VR Flightsim guy. Hello. He's always in the sceneries. Come on, Super Tie. It's an 88 or an 89. It's a Comet. Here's Keane Lafford's machine. Out of the workshop. One day only. Keane Lafford will go flying in this. Does anyone know what it is? The Blériot. Blériot. Yeah, it is. Blériot. What about this one? Isn't the detailing very good? These are just static models all around the airport. But again, it just kind of shows off that, oh yeah, like it's a beautiful little location to fly into. Do you know what I mean? The Shuttleworth collection. That's them. That's them. We have our fueling station. Then we have this kind of Cambridge flying group. Like that's like the old flying station. Like that's the stuff that the RAF had back in the day. There's even details here, look. Dedicated to the memory of John Jenkins. Look at that. Like there's incredible detail here. Become a friend of Shuttleworth. Scan here to join now. Ah, brilliant. One, please. On signing up to be a friend, you get a free Porsche. Look at the detailing, lads. Isn't it absolutely incredible? But they do a lot of great stuff here. Like the educational side of the fence, tons of stuff. Do you know? Does the scenery have a hot tub? No, I didn't see one. But we've more information over here. Look, like you can kind of get an idea of the level of detail, lads. Isn't it quite impressive? Burning Blue have done an incredible job here. James Cameron Stoddart, Doreen, Bert. Look at that. That's kind of nice the way even the like the memorial walls and stuff, they're immortalized digitally now. That's a nice touch, isn't it? What about night lighting? And I have to say, FPS wise, this thing is phenomenal. Oh yeah, look at the night lighting. That's Jesus, look at the gaff. Oh, that's very pretty, isn't it? Brighten that up so you can see it. Look. Oh yes. That's very, very nice, lads. Very, very pretty. And then just the general lighting around, okay, airfield, forget it because, well, it's nighttime. But around the hangars, right? And I wonder now, will this work? If we go into where the cafe was, yep, it's closed and the lights are off. I love the little details. That's pretty cool, isn't it? It's like all the lights are off. No, we're gone home. That's it. Game over. Ball burst. We'll see you tomorrow. That's done very, very well. Well done, Burning Blue design. That's a cracker, that, isn't it? It's a cracker. Absolute cracker. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to now load in with another aircraft because I need to show the Just Flight 146 Professional version 2. What we're going to do now, with thanks to Burning Blue Design, with a special thanks to Burning Blue Design for your chance to win a copy of that very airport, Old Warden Aerodrome, available on the PC. Exclamation point ticket into the chat for your chance to win. Ewald, thank you very much indeed. 17 months, man. Cheers. So we're giving away live a copy of Old Warden Aerodrome for the PC. For your chance to win, just put in exclamation point ticket. And let's see how you go with that. I'll announce the winner here now shortly, right? Now, moving on. We're going to be checking out, well, it's a massive update, this. It's frightening, in fact, how much of an update this is. Version 2, it's a pending release. Just flight. I'll load into the aircraft now once everything's working right, and then I can show you what I'm actually kind of raving about, right? I need to load into the 146. Take out. And we will go to somewhere. Sure, ramble down here, sure. And let's see what happens. So, Just Flight have they haven't released it yet, but they are due to release it. A massive update for their 146 professional aircraft, and this is classed as version 2. What they've added to the aircraft, apart from the enhancements made, bug fixes, more efficiencies made, all that jazz, apart from all of that, they've added in a ton of new features. One of them is a custom-coded UNS FMS, right? So a unique interface based on a real-world UNS FMS. Now, I want to show you everything that this thing can actually do, because... Let's see what happens now. I probably have state saving on, so I need to fix that. Aircraft, cold and dark.
Cold and dark selected.
Right, grand. So here we have our 146, right? Beautiful thing, this. Beautiful. There we go. We'll brighten it up so we can actually see what we're doing, right? Now, I'll talk you through some of these. So, the UNS, the brand new UNS system, it includes maneuvers such as holding patterns, direct to, and command heading functions, top of descent calculations, navigation monitoring, including wind information, real-time performance information, including range, endurance. It has support for SIDS and STARS, along with approaches, the ability to save and import custom flight plans, custom database updatable via a Navigraph subscription, swappable units between kilograms and pounds, and a comprehensive UNS-1 operations manual, including a tutorial flight. It's the first time we're seeing the UNS in this sim. Highly detailed passenger cabin and galleys, crew lighting controls for the cabin and galleys, including separate cabin overhead and sidewall lighting, cabin door, crew panel or crew call panels with controls for the cabin. Wait till you see all of this. Interactive passenger service door, accurately simulated ground service electrical supply, even the galley coffee maker functions. What? Right? Cabin music player, there's 7 tracks included with the ability to add in our own custom music. Volume control, play, stop, shuffle and repeat. If enabled via the tablet, the cabin crew will automatically control the music player, such as turning on the music for boarding. We have new passenger and cargo boarding system, controlled via the EFB, allows you to realistically simulate the passenger and cargo boarding and deboarding process. Multiple boarding speeds can be selected from instant to realistic. And I can tell you, realistic, you could be waiting here for a good 15-20 minutes before people start getting themselves on board. They've also integrated with GSX, including their own profiles. So if you have GSX, this thing is fully functional with it now. They also have the new passenger boarding, deboarding sounds, interactive yoke-mounted checklists, and glare shield clipboard paper charts, customizable paper checklists mounted on the yokes, up to 15 checklists and 20 charts can be shown. They're easily customizable PNG images stored within the 146 package, so you can actually put in your own charts or whatever, so long as it's a PNG, into your aircraft. That's awesome. That's nuts, right? Hidden click spots to allow cycle between checklists and charts, rotate them to handle both portrait and landscape. You can show and hide the yoke-mounted checklists and unstow the glare shield clipboard. They're also including 3 new liveries. One for the 200 aircraft, and that's going to be Discovery Air. And then we're going to get 2 for the 300 series, including Buzz and United Express. There's a new hidden HSI heading bug sync click spot added. And a lot of these are like what Just Flight have done. They've added these features based on what the community have asked for. They're listening. It's brilliant. They're listening to what we're saying. Hey, could you add this? Could we do that? And like they're delivering with a free update. Like it's huge. This is a massive update. It's huge. Autopilot, altitude, intercept, and hold accuracy. Altimeter drum animation logic now more accurate. Improved the HSI course and RMI. Improved the MWS ground operation. Improved the flight model. Improved the cabin doors. Improved state saving. Improved QC and QT cargo bay lighting. And then the other changes, they have sound set fixes. Numerous fixes and improvements for the EFB. Flight deck door now forced to the closed position if the cabin is disabled. Because if you want to save on FPS, you can disable the cabin. They reworked some of the TMS logic with the sync and TGT. That's your engine controls. Engines no longer flame out when a flight is started on approach to a runway. Radio altimeter limits selectors are now default. Cabin announcements are no longer enabled in the cargo variants. Updated the EFB. They've updated the operations manual. Like they've done, like you'll see it here, lads. The change list is massive. This is all just for version 2. Like all of this is on this update. Like that's comprehensive to say the least, isn't it? Isn't it class? So let's jump in and have an old gawk to see what some of these changes are. So
Cold and dark selected.
Cold and dark, but it should be state saving, which it is. Let's have a look at some of the options here. Sync altimeters, state saving, turned it off for a minute. FMS options.
Cold and dark selected.
Pilot callouts, FMS navigation, flip chart options, high frequency aerials, auxiliary fuel tanks, interior cabin, GSX handling. We can turn that on, make sure that's working. Make sure GSX is working. Kootle script hasn't started. Hang on, lads, we'll start the old Kootle script gadget. What else do we have here? Auto cabin crew. Okay. So there are all your options. Onto the main flight pad itself, you have your official flight plan, or your operational flight plan. You have this map. Takes a second or two to load on the first load, but once it loads in, then you're good to go. Wherever the data source is on it. Sometimes it'll work faster than this. Sometimes it might take a moment just to load in. And of course, lads, bear in mind, I'm operating off a pre-release version of the aircraft. So if you do see anything kind of weird or wonderful, well, just bear in mind, you know, this hasn't fully released yet. All right. So we'll go back to that now in a second. That should be loaded in. Charts, access to all your Navigraph charts if you have a Navigraph subscription. These are all our aircraft notes here. And you'll notice we got a ton of options here, especially when it comes to loading, right? And it's looking for the weights and balances. The notes, again, this is a feature Just Flight put in. You can use your own scratch pad, or you can type the notes in. There. You can do all that sort of jazz. And away you go. Checklists. There's a lot, and you can click these and confirm them as you go, which is really handy, right? This English is maybe too much for a Finnish guy. We'll talk slower. Can't promise it'll go well though. Top of descent calculator, and then we have all our settings, basic stuff there with the clock settings and so on. So here's our map loaded in, and we're now good to go. So the aircraft itself, well, let's go ahead and get the doors open. That's the sounds you need to listen to here. They're very, very good, right? And we'll go for the stairs as well. And they've even reworked the animation on these opening and closing. It's done very well. And if I go into the cabin, right, I can close these manually. Where's the button now for these? There is a way to close them. Where's the button for the stairs? Was it not just that one? Uh-oh, you broke it, Murphy. Oh, this is because GSX is having a moment. Interesting. You've proper broken it now, Murphy.
Cold and dark select.
We'll do it that way, right? Accent sounds like Ireland. Correct and right. Correct and right. So we get the door closed. If I go back to this position. So if we want to open the door ourselves. Right, and then we can move the stairs down. Isn't it cool? And as I said, like they've reworked all the animations here as well. It's done really, really well, right? Now, what do we want to do? So we're going to tell the thing to start loading. So if we say passengers total 125, that's a lot of people. So let's see now. Boarding using GSX. Waiting for GSX boarding. Okay. Okay, so that should be working now. Cold and dark.
Cold and dark selected.
No vaping in the toilet, right? Does anyone know if we'll see Sim Update 15 this week? I'm unsure. What messed this up here? I had GSX turned off. Right, ground power. So we get the GPU on out there. We'll go ahead and get a battery. And we should get, what else do we want? A bit of lights. Nav light on. Now we do have external power. So there's external power, and we'll go down to our loading now. And we'll say boarding, waiting for GSX, realistic. And let's just start loading. We hope. So it's going to go for 34 passengers. Jesus, look at the pilot you could have. Get rid of him anyway. Hang on now. Miscellaneous. Maverick. Jesus, imagine finding Maverick inside your 146. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Okay. So this should be... Why aren't you loading, you devil? Do you ever notice that with GSX? Sometimes it's like deadly and sometimes it's really not. Why is it like... Load, will you?
Boarding requested.
There we go. And straight away, all the music turned on, all the doors opened. Right? Everyone starts arriving in. And with our cabin stuff here, look. I want to show you this. If I turn on the galley. Where's the galley? You're over here somewhere. So turn the galley on, right? And if I want to turn on... listen to this, like. Right? See the emergency lighting? It turns on the emergency lighting. See the signs down there? The whole thing functions. Everything's working. Go up to a radio.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Thanks very much. Isn't it brilliant? And like you can customize the sounds that are in that as well. You can do all that yourself. You can put in your own sounds. Adam, good to see you. And we've other stuff here. Look, another panel.
The car and swinger, baby.
Jesus, something mad has just happened. Outer Marker has gifted 25 subs. What? Holy mother of Jesus! Outer Marker, thank you very, very much indeed. 25 subs. What? Thank you very, very much indeed. Jesus. To knock you off your train of thought. What an absolute legend. Thank you very, very much indeed. Mad joke. But look at this. We can turn on and off the lighting. Now, I'll show you this a little bit better, right? So if you have a look in here, this button, Murph. If you have a quick look in here, I have the lights turned on. Oh, Jesus. There he goes. So GSX are loading the people that got the fright of me life. So they're loading people. And it looks great. Now, let's just have a look at the lighting in here. If we make things a little bit darker, look. Not too dark, but like enough. So let's turn on the emergency lighting. You can see the panel lighting coming on straight away. If we turn on these lights, like look at the detail. I'll mess with these so you can see the lighting a bit better, right? So there's the lights off. And just have a look at all these lights coming on. How friggin' cool is that? Isn't it brilliant? And that's incredible. Absolutely incredible. And not only that, check this out for the game of soldiers, right? They've also modelled the coffee. Oh yes, you can brew your coffee. And see this potable water up here? Full? Alright. Add in some hot water. The water level will change. Brew it. You'll hear the thing. Listen. You hear it brewing up. Colonel Fork, good to see you. How are you, man? This is incredible, right? This is incredible. Outer Marker, thank you very much again for those subs. That's insane, man. How cool is that? So they've modelled this as well. So GSX is doing its thing, loading the passengers. Everything is configured here, like, apart from the headache of stopping or starting Kootel. I think anyone that has GSX, you know the crack. Sometimes it's brilliant, sometimes, well, but when it works great. She's happy out. Look at her rambling in. I bring you love. She gets in, she goes anyway, right? Now, some of the other changes we can see here are in the cockpit. And, well, first and foremost, look at this. We have some checklists, right? And we can change these around.
I put the car in swinger, baby.
What's happening now? What's going on tonight with the world of flight simulation and streaming? Holy mother of J! Got friends! Ah, it's good to see us, lads. They just dropped 50 subs. What? 50 subs on a Wednesday? You know, on a school night if you have school, you know, on a work night. 50 subs! Jesus! Thank you very, very much indeed. That's what? The support is nuts. Thank you very, very much indeed. Got friends are legends. Indeed, and they are. Legends. They should be called Got Legends.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Oh, jeez. It's all happening now. Lads, thank you also very, very much indeed. Downrange, good to see you. 12 months, dude. Thank you very, very much indeed. What were we doing? Oh, yeah, we were doing this. Holy crap. 50 subs. Nuts. So check this out. Look, we can go through the different pages here, right? But if you kind of highlight down towards the bottom, you can rotate the divel. Ooh. Ah. Right? So you can do a bit of messing here as well. So where is it now? You can add in your own. So if we want to have a look at the checklists.
Captain, incoming message.
Old Veteran, thank you very much for the bits. Gary says, Murph and everyone, can't you remember where I read it recently, but they're looking to redesign or repurpose the 146 to handle unprepared runways. Yes, it's on our Discord. That's what we're doing this coming Friday. Bush flying 146s. Brilliant idea, you know. I do like these paper charts. I think they're genius, right? So next page or previous. Go previous page. Wrong button, Murph. Rotate the divel. Rotate the divel. Next. Previous.
Dougal, have you been drinking?
I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
You just have loads of information. You rotate, you go next page, previous page, or there, you know, you can click on checklists, sort it, in there now. These are the options that you can have, and you can turn them off just by in here as well. It's done pretty well, right? So I'm just trying to see, as you move your mouse up, down, and along, index pages here, if we want to go to import instructions, you can put your own documents in there. That's deadly, isn't it? Absolutely deadly. Got friends, lads, thank you very, very much indeed. It's great to see you. And if you're one of many that just received a gifted sub from Got Friends, well, do be sure to say thanks. And to everyone who has gifted subs tonight, thank you also very, very much indeed. Now, we also have additional charts over here, look, in the glare shade little area. And these work the same way. Again, you can go through all the different ones. So there's a ton of stuff in here. What's an ILS approach? It's a sample document. But, like, you can rotate these documents as well. And, like, do you know what I mean? You can put your own documents in here, and that's what I love. Right? SOPs. How has 75 gifted sub happened and no hype train? I don't know. We're in a hype train. All aboard! Look at your one shoe. It's very shiny. See? Pure hype. But that's how you operate these as well. That's a brand new feature, and it's pretty cool for the paper charts, especially when you're talking about the older aircraft, right? Now, this magical thing going on over here, right? Do I have ground power on? I do. So I don't have avionics. Or do I? Power? They don't look alive, so we need to get power into them. Let me see now. There we go. Oh, Jesus, they should work. Turn on all the stuff, Murphy. What's the worst that could possibly happen? Gens. Maybe it should be good. Still not good? There we go. Okay, check these out. The UNS, right? Now, there's a lot of information and simulation about this product. You can read all about it when it's available now, in fact. If you head on over to Just Flight, in their support page, you can actually get it. And this is the full information about the new UNS FMS operations manual. This is such a handy tool. This goes through everything. Absolutely everything. Hummingbird gifted a tier 1 sub to Got Friends. Thank you very, very much indeed, Hummingbird. Look at this, right? Init page, fuel page, cabin crew doing a thing, function keys. So it's a manual to basically how to work this. If you've flown something in X-Plane, if you've flown like the Dash 8, you'll be fairly at home with the UNS. That's how it works. And it works quite differently than our normal FMS. Just to show you, right? So we can accept that. Now standard, let's say now, date. I'm going to have another... I thought I had another one. FMC version, data. Oh, maybe it's using the old one. It'll update itself. Right, okay. So if we go to nav. No, if we go to menu. Departure, store flight plan, load active plan, arrival. There's so much going on here. Like, tons of stuff. Radio's not working yet. Let me see. Nav, list, menu, performance.
Hello there.
Or your flight plan. So if you wanted to start putting in stuff, you know. So, yeah, Shannon, right? And where are you going to? And that can be waypoints or other airports or whatever, right? You can put them in. But let's say, for example, I'm going to do a flight plan. Let us quickly go to SimBrief. This should work. Let us quickly go to SimBrief, and we're going to put in an L gadget to Cork, let's say, right? So let's have a look here. Let's have a quick look now. So new flight, yes. Let's say, right, we're in Shannon, and we want to go to Cork, and we're in the 146-300 series. Where are you? BAE 146. There we go. Yes. Generate the flight. And that's doing this thing. We'll now come back into here. Right? And these are all our failures, by the way. All the failures. Let us go back into our flight. So let me see. Load this in. Shannon to Cork. Sweet. Now, a couple of things. So we can look at the session, summary, METARs, and then the output. Here's our actual flight plan. Yeah? Now, refresh. We want to go to aircraft. Import SimBrief payload. Yes. And we're going to say packs total. Next is going to be deboarding. Oh, Jesus, good man, Murph. What else do you want to do?
Yeah,
baby. For takeoff. Old veteran, thank you very much indeed. 5 gifted tier 1 subs. Scott, thank you very, very much. Lads, the support tonight is insane. You sit in your hands or something. Jesus. Thank you very, very much.
Put the car in swinger, baby.
Hang on a second. I need to... Does my chair... No, don't mess with your chair. You'll fall over. Holy sweet lamb of Jesus. Hang on, lads. They're after breaking the internet. God friends have just... What are you doing? Hype train!
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Where is the hype train? We'll have to make our own hype train now because this is getting out of hand. Hang on a second. Yeah! I need flashing lights. Hang on. I even have glow sticks. Yeah, oh, hang on, look. Yeah! Jesus! It's turned into a mad place, lads! I'm after breaking them. I've legit broken them. Hype train! Holy crap! They just gifted how many was that? I can't see, my chat is gone. 100. They just gifted 100. Holy Microsoft Flight Sim. That's insane support, lads. Thank you very, very much indeed. It's ridiculous. It's a Wednesday. Absolute legends. 100 plus 50. It's 150 in total. I've lost count, to be honest, Muse. Who's in charge? Who's in charge? Thank you also very, very much indeed. That's insane support. Thank you very, very much. What was it doing? I've had to break and everything. Oh, I'm behind.
Dude, have you been drinking?
I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
We're going out in the lash now, I can tell you. Right? Thank you very, very much indeed. Right, what was I trying to do? Oh, yeah,
Surely you can't be serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Now there's a race on. There's more stuff happening. This is ridiculous. Outer Marker has gifted another 25 tier 1 subs. That's 50 from Outer Marker. That's 150 from Got Friends. It's like Muse is in there, Old Veteran is in there, Hummingbird is in there. What are you trying to do? He's trying to break the thing. See, that's why we can't have nice things, look. Outer Marker.
Who's in charge? You haven't a clue what
Wouldn't it be hilarious now? Yeah, they just got now they just started a hype train, right? Wouldn't this be hilarious though, right? If it was like some sort of a glitch. Think about it, right? Imagine if it was some sort of a glitch, right? Jesus. Now they actually started a hype train. They just gifted another 50 subs. What are you doing? Thank you very, very much indeed. A glitch on Twitch. Yeah. We'll make a poem about it, right? You can't be in the stream without a sub. You know it's... You must have a sub. God friends, thank you very, very much indeed. You're going to be living on, bread and water now. Do you know what I'm saying? Jesus. You need to check that with Twitch so you don't get cheated. Be grand. What's going on? Mr. Dan, listen, we're all passengers in this hype train. The train of hype. You're stopping at the station near you, right? God almighty. Thank you very, very much indeed. Moo wet, Mr. Bronco. Don't worry, it's on a video. Murph gave me Raymond for a month, and I love Raymond. Lads, that's insane. Test Pilot, good to see you. Can I have what they're drinking? Thank you very, very much indeed. What am I doing? We're in Flight Sim. Oh, yeah. What? How do we... Flight plan. Now, can I just... let me see. Menu. Load. How do we do this now? Delete flight plan, right? Go there. Now, menu. Is a store flight plan or... Let's see.
Houston, we have a problem.
No, it's not that one. Load active route. No. There's a way to do this, isn't there? This is absolutely insane. Oh, yeah, I'm doing a giveaway as well. Yeah. They must love me. I'm telling you. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Thank you very, very much. These are nuts and mad. Clearly, But thank you very much. I'm trying to think, how do we gadget the thing into the gadget? Yeah, that makes total sense. Let me see. List, no. VNAV, no. It is in flight plan.
Yeah, baby.
Are we going here? Flying for Fun is getting in on the action. Jesus. 5 gifted tier 1 subs as well. This is nuts. Level 10 on a Wednesday. God almighty. Flying for Fun. Thank you very, very much indeed. These are all nuts. These are crazy. Only 6 levels and a new record, Mr. Dan. Like, it's just don't go there. Now, how do we do this? Normal, right? Clearance, depart, delete flight plan, store or load. There's a way you can import your flight plan into it, right? But anyway, let me see. You have all these options here. So if you put in EINN, depart. Why can't we... Where is this now, Murph? That's our fuel information. Perfect. Performance information is there. Perfect. Menu. Performance menu for the 146. Takeoff, landing, return. That's okay. VNAV setup. Flight plan. One flight plan. Copy. In there. Press the button.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Copy route. Select route. 1, I suppose. Right. It'll import everything for you, which is just nuts. And then we've all this information here as well. You can actually have 2 different flight plans. But on the UNS, the good thing is it comes with a full PDF manual explaining how to do things, how to make it work. And it's pretty cool, right? So instead of having to type in each and every waypoint, it does something different. So it'll give you options down the side. So for example, if you put in departing from Shannon and you want to select your runway, well, you actually, instead of putting in the runway number, you put in the number beside the number, if that makes sense. I'll explain. Number 1 is currently left blank, but if number 1 beside it had 16, for example, well, you just put in number 1 and enter. So you're selecting option 1. You'll see it on Friday in more detail, but that's how that all works, right? But isn't it just insane? Like, it's incredible, this update. And with GSX, they integrate everything. It just works. Turn on my little radio. Here's the radio. Play it. And you can hear all the cabin crew. You can hear the passengers. They're yapping and talking throughout the entire way. And like, it's just a savage upgrade. And an update. And it's a free update. It's a free update. So Just Flight said this is going to be coming out week commencing the 1st. So it's due out this week, right? APU.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour,
they've added in
you're gonna see some serious shit.
They've added in sounds and they've tweaked things, and anyone who has, if you haven't flown the 146 in a little while, will get ready to like fall in love all over again. It's incredible. And like even some of the efficiencies that they've put in, the frame rate is an awful lot better, I found. I think they've done an incredible job here. The EFB, all these paper charts, I'm loving that. Everything that's going on with the cabin. The fact that they've integrated with GSX. We now have brand new FMSs in the aircraft, the UNS. And if you're scratching your head thinking, how do we work this? Due out tomorrow, they said. Ah, brilliant, Davis, brilliant. Well, Twitch make a massive chunk of those subs. They probably will, got friends. But sure, listen, we're keeping old Jeff Bezos in a job. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's we share the love. Yeah, they tend to take a fair chunk out of it. We can change the FMS back to the modern. This is the Pro line, the working title Pro line. So everything's in here as well. No flight plan. Okay, index. Let me see. Position 1, MacDo menu, FMS 1. Yeah, that's all okay. Go back into index. Go back into FF. How do we do that? How do we import the Divil? Is it next page? Root menu or database? Oh, there we go. Flight plan recall, loading the plan. It's adding in all my stuff. Execute. I wonder what will happen if I go back. If I go back to this, I wonder. And we change it, right? I wonder, will the UNS pick it up? No. So they're independent. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, they're independent avionics units. Okay. But you have the option of going with the classic UNS, or you can go, of course, with the more modern one, which I absolutely love. I absolutely love it. It's brilliant. Hey, Johnny Aardvark is here. Good to see you, Johnny. Welcome in. And got friends, lads. You are insane. Thank you very, very much indeed. That's like insanity. Do you know? Incredible kindness. And, well, thank you very much.
I put the car in swinger, baby.
Wait, what? Now, do you know what would be like? Do you know what would be even funnier now, right? If, like, they actually got the digit wrong. The decimal spot went into the wrong place. Imagine. And you're sitting there going, oh bother. I've just, right? This music, it's very fitting. That's what's going on in me brain right now.
I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
God friends have just donated €923.05. Huh? That's £1,000. A grand. It's a grand. It's a grand. Jesus. I mean, this is like taking off your shirt time, Jesus. Not that I will, right? But like, Jesus. Holy crap, lads. That'll start the alternator, right? Holy crap. Thank you very, very much indeed. I don't know what to say. Don't think that's ever happened before. On a school night as well, right? On a school night. Jesus. What does one do? How does one react to this? I'm not falling off my chair if that's what we're looking for. Thank you very, very much indeed. That's insane. Isn't it though? Like, it's nuts. Come on. Like, we'll all agree. Yeah. We all agreed that night it was nuts. That's incredible. Jesus.
In a glass case of emotion.
Right? Yeah. What's that? Okay, I suddenly have to go. Get the cargo out. Right? Jesus. Tomorrow on Flight Sim News, Got Friends declare bankruptcy. Well, Murphy buys a golden verbal control and is later divorced. Jesus. That's incredible. Thank you very, very much indeed. Honest to Jesus. Are you going to Vegas? No backsies. Put it all on red. Wait, what? Thank you very, very much indeed. That's insane. There's supposed to be... I don't know what I'm doing now. We're doing fine. Just so happy to give back to the community. That's insane. To everyone at Got Friends, thank you very, very, very much indeed. Jesus. The music, it's very fitting.
Hello there.
My brain has departed long ago. Navnak, welcome in. Right. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, we're doing this. Check this out as well. If you press a button, let me see, I can clear these. See the overhead. I can cancel that, right? These aren't lit up yet. However, if I go back here and I say, right, call the pilot. Bing bong. You'll see now that it illuminates the panel over the pilot's head. The cabin is calling you. Hello? Isn't that brilliant? So the whole things are like, they're all done together. It's some of the finer details. Now we have an APU up and running. This is great. APU bleed. You're over there. We're now on what's called ship power. And from here on out, we'll be just starting up the aircraft and away we go. APU power is available and we can disconnect the ground power unit. Ground power unit goes away. How cool is that? And you can hear the APU turning down and the whole lot. Like, he's not even concentrating now. It's just, you know what I mean? Just sit down. Absolutely incredible. Outer Marker and Got Friends. Lads, thank you very, very much indeed. That support is absolutely incredible. I don't know what to say. Thank you very, very much. Nuts. So yes, words don't come easy. This is the upcoming update of Just Flight's 146. And again, looking at the cabin, look at the detailing here. They've completely remodeled the cabin. They've added in a ton of functionality. It's just incredible. And what's better here and what's more, it's for free. If you currently own the 146 Professional, version 2 is for free for existing users, right? However, if you do want to buy, if you're feeling kind of giddy and you want to buy the 146, it's currently on sale on Just Flight's website for $48.71. It's usually $64.95, so it's on sale right now if you want to grab it. If you buy the 146, you will avail of the free update to version 2, and it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So rumor has it they're going to drop it tomorrow, but I Just Flight haven't told me when they're releasing it. They just said they're expecting to release this week. All right. So awesome stuff. I love the new features. we're going to be flying this aircraft on Friday. We're actually taking this into the bush. Got friends know a thing or two about taking stuff into the bush. But there was a process started back in 2010 whereby there was a lot of 146s kind of no longer in service. And they were trying to say, well, sure, how do we get them back in service again? They wanted to look at new ways for adding their application in. And, well, they figured it out. They said, we're going to put it in, bush configuration. Now, they never actually, I don't think they did, but testing was to commence. So that's what we're doing on Friday. We're going to test this machine out in the bush, right? We need bush wheels. Yeah, like, it's certainly, like, the aircraft does have relatively good, short takeoff capabilities. Relatively good, considering it's a 4-engined friggin' airliner. And, like, she's not a narrow body. This is actually a very wide body. It's a full-size, well, is it wide body? No. But, like, it's a full-sized cabin, if you like. 3 and 3. This is the same width as a 737. So for these smaller jets, it's quite a wide one, you know. Dijing! Thank you very much indeed, my guy. God almighty, Dijing, that's 28 months. So a big thanks to Just Flight for letting us show off the 146. And now in our last little segment, lads, where we're going to show off a helicopter. And I'm still doing a giveaway here for your chance to win a copy of Burning Blue Designs' old Warden Aerodrome for the PC. Click ! ticket for your chance to win, and I will announce the winner in about 15 minutes, right? When is the Bronco out? I've no release date on the Bronco just yet, but very, very soon. Very, very soon. And that's going to be released. Do you know? It's an absolutely mad night. We're all going out in the chair. Way! I have to work tomorrow. Way! It'd be brilliant. Insane support tonight. I don't know what to say. Right, so our last little gadget for tonight is going to be that of the R22, the Robinson 22. And we'll show you from this menu. Cowansim always add in a whole load of different liveries, and this one is no different. The R22 has an absolute ton of different liveries for us. So I'm going to select livery, and sure, listen, we'll try and fly the devil, right? We'll try and fly it. So if I press, I don't know what we go for. We go for this one. Or that one. Jesus, I don't know which one to do. Let's go with that devil there, right? And we'll put her on the ground here in Shannon, as we'll use this as a little test bed to see what options we have in this helicopter as well. So the Robinson R22, this was originally part of the default fleet that came at FSX, and it just hasn't showed up in FlightSim 2024 until now. And this, of course, is from Cowansim. These guys have been pushing out helicopters. Like, is it 6 or 7 in the fleet now? And anything from, they have Airwolf as a recent addition. They have the 222 Bell, they have a 207, a 206. They have the Robinson 44. They have a lot of aircraft, a lot of helis, right? Oh, I forgot Luton. Jesus, super tie. I knew I forgot something. We'll fix that now in a jiffy, right? Hang on a second. Right, easy now. Right, don't mind GSX now for the minute. Right, you stay there. And now I'm going to do something, What's Luton? EGLL? No, EGLT? No, Jesus. What's Luton? Someone tell us the AKO. EGGW. Who was that? Memphis Storm, come on. It doesn't have the best livery ever. Connor Falkland, AA Roadwatch. Yes. Right, hang on. We'll maneuver ourselves here into Luton. Preferably not at a stand. We'll get down there to signature. Right, give it a second. I forgot all about Luton. You're an Egypt, Murphy. Right. We're going to go touring around Luton in a helicopter, because why not? So, London Luton Airport, released by Inibuilds only a little while ago. TTV, good to see you, man. Well, we're going to go checking it out. So we're going to let the scenery load in. It's going to think about life for a moment, and let us just do its thing here for the moment. And, well, what information do we have? Well, Inibuilds. This is a brand new scenery from them. London Luton Airport, the 5th busiest airport in the United Kingdom, and brought to life by Inibuilds with stunning visuals and high-quality models. Immerse yourself in every corner of Luton Airport, offering routes to over 160 destinations, lads. 160 destinations. Nuts. So the key features: handmade Ground textures with crisp bespoke texture sets, runways, aprons, roads, paths. True to life airport landside recreation with custom ground decals, signposts, vegetation. Accurately modelled and positioned dynamic airport lighting. Highly detailed models of all airport buildings, objects and surroundings. Up-to-date airport layout reflecting the current real-world location. And official GSX profile included in the scenery folder. But that's not all. There's lots more. Level of detail optimization in your Ini manager, custom static aircraft, bespoke taxi signage, it's all there. This is available right now through Inibuilds website, priced at £16.79, right? £16.79. So let's bring a bit of light into the equation, and we'll have a quick look at the airport before we jump into this chopper. How's that for a plan, right? So let's ramble. Look at the size of it. So we're down here at Signature. Now I do believe it was UK 2000 who gave us Luton before this. I'm almost certain it was UK 2000. But what's iconic about Luton? Two things. One, it's on a plateau. It's on a hill, right? Which is nuts. Because if you've ever flown into Luton and you want to go down to where the rental cars are, it's a steep bit of a walk. Do you know? The second thing is it's the iconic EasyJet maintenance building, the big hangar. I mean, that's what kind of shows the place off. And again, this is an Inibuilds scenery, so you just expect to see pretty cool stuff, you know. EasyJet, yeah, so they're all kind of situated here. And again, you can see all this, you know, the custom ground marking, the taxiway signage, like everything here looks really, really spot on. Highly, highly detailed, right? Highly detailed. We want to ramble over. Just again, we'll do all this now in the chopper. But like, it's done very well. I mean, it just is. Look at the state of that. So they have modelled the tower as well. There is an interior there. It's pretty cool. And look at the detailing. I mean, the guys just have good taste. They just have good taste. It's a Skoda, right? They have Skodas. It's the best scenery ever. But it's quite a big airport. And what I'm saying about this plateau, I'll show you the hill, look. And the details leading up to it. Landmarks, bridges, all this sort of jazz, look. Isn't it mad? Look at the height of the runway is built on. Compared to the ground, look. That's mad, isn't it? The SIDS and stars for Luton are pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. UK 2000 is dated now. This version is better. I agree. So there's great detail here. And again, you know, depending on your system, you can turn things down with the Ini manager. You can, you know, it turns down the LOD. I think you can turn off the interiors. You can do all that sort of jazz. Speaking of the interiors, let's go in and start exploring, shall we, briefly. And let's see here now. So we have in by the fire station. And look at the detail even on like the training aircraft of the fire crew. Isn't it mad? So there's our fire station. Now we want to go to the interiors. So 1 second now. Bear with me now. So this is outside all your buses and your fancy cars, right? Yes. Very nice. And like there's tons of static elements here. There's people walking around. There's, you know what I mean? They're all queuing up waiting for the buses. The National Express. That was a great song. Right, let's go up this way. Last time I was in Luton, they were doing works here. They were doing building. But we'll ramble in this way and see what happens. So arrivals and departures. Should we go up this way to see what we can see? Right? Go. Now, where am I getting lost? Because there is, they have modelled the interiors. Maybe we have to go kind of this side. So here's some interior stuff happening in here. Prayer room. Oh, there's like a mesh here. I wonder, did I need to update this for the Orbex UK Ireland mesh? It's possible, right? But they've done a great job with the interiors. And then if we go landside or airside, sorry, well, it's just done really, really well. It's Inibuilds never disappoint when it comes to sceneries. Like, let's check out the night lighting here briefly. Like, that's impressive, isn't it? Like, it's just very, very nice indeed, isn't it? It's $13.99 on Inibuilds, no brainer. It's nuts, isn't it? Gabe, you take care of my dude. It's really like a shed in there. Look at the lighting though. Very pretty. So we'll kind of fly around the area just to see what we can see. Jesus, look at this. Look at the spill lights over there. Look, they're stunning. Look at that, lads. Savage detailing. Like the control tower's all lit up as well. Look at the detail. Jesus. Right, so what was I doing? I was doing this. Get some lights in. And, well, we're just going to fly around the area. So we'll go back to our chopper. And here we have the Robinson R22 in a mad-looking livery. And, well, again, we talk about attention to detail. CowSim, they make beautiful aircraft. And you know, we'll get right up close and personal to this thing to see what we can do. So, Helijet, all news radio. Like, the engine is here. You'll see, you know, you'll see the belts move. You'll see the gears move. It's very nice. And it's a rather simple aircraft. I mean, it's very simple, right? It's a very simple aircraft. But there's a lot of detailing here. Like, for instance, right? I should be able to control this. So if I were to move... Can I control that? Yes. That's moving the collective. And, like, you'll see the blades move to that. Isn't that awesome? Very, very fluid. Very, very fluid. Now, inside the aircraft... Jump in here now. Well, it's quite basic, isn't it? There's not much going on. And, well, it's correct because, well, it's an old Robinson 22. However, we do have a lot of options. So, straight away, we have these two buttons. We have our panel option and our GTN option. And we also have a click spot here if we're going to be solo flying. Okay, nice. You'd often see this for training that have both. Yeah. And you can open the doors. But there's not much room in here. It's a relatively small aircraft, right? What's this? Lights. Rotor brake. Okay. Check out the panel options. So this is the current configuration we have it in. Okay. Let's change it up a little bit. So here it throws in a GTN unit, the 650, and it gives us a digital readout up here. We can flick it down once more, and it gives you another GPS unit over on the right-hand side, right? Should I get this one or the M scenery one? Or the MS scenery? Don't mention the war. Jesus. Simple fun and or other. Yeah. No doors in an R22 on a Sunday day, or a sunny day. Wonderful fun. Yeah, well, like, we can disappear the doors if we wish. There's a click spot to doors be gone, which is nice. So that's one option for the panel. Then we can change out what GTN unit we want to have, and the support here for the 750 from PMS and also the 750 from TDS. You have support for both. You can horse them in there. Do you know what I mean? Ah, London Controller, good to see you. 10 weeks to go. Gear up the yard. I can't wait. I'm going to be bringing me drinking pants, you know, and a green t. Do I have a green t-shirt? You see me, but I'd be the fella who has sunburn. Right, you know, that's the easiest way to spot me. But I hope you're well, Jamie. Good to see you, man. This is hilarious. I have to try and fly this now. So we're going to go with this configuration because it looks good. Other bits and bobs, if you have a look down here, they've modelled in the circuit breakers and they function, right? How cool is that? They're in a devil of a spot to reach, but they've modelled them in, which is nice, right? Now, there's a bit of head scratching when it comes to the... Get out of that view. There's a bit of head scratching when it comes to how the clutch works in this aircraft. I'm going to be a little bit lost, but sure, listen, let's see what happens, right? So to start her up, we're going to put a mixture in and lock it. And what else do we have? We can disappear the yoke if we need to. The yoke, your flight controls. Here's the clutch. I'm unsure how that works, but we'll figure it out. Battery master coming on. Beautiful sounds, right? Alternator coming on. Reappear this guy. And then we have some panel lights. So turn on them. Nav light strobes. Panel lights, they're all on. The clutch. I'm going to leave that there for the moment because, well, let's just see what happens, right? Now we have an engine start switch, which is super handy. Then your landing lights are here. And you can actually change these buttons as well. Channel select and your frequency for your radios. That's really, really handy, right? ADS-B out is installed on your transponder as well, which is always good to know. So the startup on this, rather than worrying about like hidden click spots, well, no, it's mags. Right, so we'll give it a start and let's see what happens. Right, Stephen Murphy, good to see you, man. I've been away in Australia for a few days ago. Had to use my name as Mad Steve. Great to see you, Steve. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. I'm off the roads 2 weeks before to get a base tan. Ah, no. Well, London actually has better weather than, like, you know, Tipperary. I'm going to be a very unique pasty colour of white when I get out there. I need to sunbed. I'll use a sunbed. Be grand. Right, let's start it up and let's see what happens. Oh wait, yeah, start. Right. Engine is running, spinach, and now it's all about entering in some power. Sunbed, are you mad? The clutch is engaged after starter at 50%. Right now. Did you say now? Yeah, clutch is on, look. If you can't find it, grind it. Hang on, throttle's coming up. We'll get there. Imagine now the clutch in my car. Easy does it. Look at everything shaking, look. What's the burning smell? Nothing. New oil smell. Yeah. Right, it works. Sounds great, doesn't it? Where's the string in the cockpit glass? I don't know. Sounds fantastic, yeah. And we have all this shaking and rattling. Now the governor is off. We want to turn that on, don't we? Hello, Governor. Yeah, we want that on. That's why the gear was making all sorts of sound, right? Why is the fire brigade coming in? It's grand. Now, the real test here is, friends, you know, can Murphy fly it?
Dougal, have you been drinking?
I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
So it looks like a very safe, normal, not complex helicopter. However, you'll find it is unsafe and a very complex helicopter, right? So let's see what happens here, right? Start adding in a bit of collective. Very slowly. Easy now. Oh, steady. Up you devil.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Flying this thing externally is nuts. Don't hit the building, Murphy. Thank you for the follow, Nate Wolf. Welcome in. I've like almost full rudder put in here. Jesus. Right. Oh, Jesus, don't hit the building. Easy now. Easy. Bit of toe. Yeah, help this thing out. Right. Easy now, Murph. The thing is a death trap. I'm just telling you. Right, go over that way a bit. Easy now, Jemima. I mean, here's something you see all the time at Luton, right? Oh no, don't hit this stupid, don't hit the lights, Murph. Ah, Jesus. Steady. Ooh, steady. Right, lads, I missed the lights. Brilliant. The thing is shaking like a devil. Flying washing machine. Right, we're looking a little bit safer now. We'll go over to where the lads do the fire training, just to check it out. Lamppost. I love seeing helicopters get some love. Ah, you gotta love the choppers, man. Easy now. Right, so there's the lads do the training. So let's see, can we ramble over? You know, without crashing, like, you know. If you crash to the Ryanair jingle. It's like, look at the detail of the airport, isn't it class? Beautiful. There's great sounds in this thing, isn't there? Easy now. I think we set her down. Easy, Murphy. Oh! Oh! Holy crap! The oscillation! It's just nuts! Danger! Danger! Oh, there's a bit of getting used to in this one. Easy. You just scared the life out of your passenger. So much so, they've disappeared. It's very sensitive to the anti-torque pedals, or, you know, rudder pedals to you and I. Easy now, Betsy.
Houston, easy. We have a problem.
Old Bijani then. Easy now. Easy now. 139. Jesus, lads, right? So, you know, it is a death trap, but it's very good. So I can justify buying this. You don't have Luton. Oh, nice. Sounds really, really good. I have.
Now, you could push it in. You could pull it in. Or tow it in. Right here.
Thank you very much for the bits, old veteran. Hey, DCS is here. Ducks. Fuel to nose converter, right? Godfriend says, yeah, getting this counted a great job. They really do. Don't you love that? I love seeing that. I love seeing devs compliment other devs. It is great to see. Right. The takeoff. Easy now, lads. Light a candle. Jesus. Yep, see Betsy. I'm pretty sure we can get a rotor slapping this. Pretty sure of it. Let's find out. Watch your RPM, Murphy. Oh, balls. Oh, sweet lamb of Jesus. Go handy. The governor's not being very governed. Oh, look, there's where people spot. Oh, look at that. Right, rotor slapping, that's what you said. A little bit. Try it again. It's nice. James, look at the detailing around the airport, look. Isn't it very well done? Oh, the sounds are really good in this. rotor slapping the bejesus out of it. Yes. Can we put it down in a field? Yes, we can, sort of, nearly. Oosh. We can put it down in a field. Right? Trying for aerobatics. This thing, it handles very different from the other Cowan aircraft. And I'd have to say, like, this actually takes a little bit of getting used to. Because it's not the... How do you say, like, it's not kind of the... It's not giving you the default feedback from a helicopter in the sim. Do you know what I mean? There's certain things you can kind of anticipate. This, it feels a bit looser. Which is a good thing. Like, certainly the use of anti-torque is needed. Definitely. The power ratio seems quite small. This R22 and VR brings you right back. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. What am I trying to do here now? And not cause an international incident. Hang on. There we go. Jeez, look at the nightlight in here. This is beautiful. If I could just stabilize my helicopter. Look at this. Oh, that's very fancy, isn't it? I love the glow from the avionics there. Look at that, lads. Need to adjust sensitivity? Yeah, 100%. As I said, like, it's a lot different than others. Easy now. Easy now. Man, look at those spill lights. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at the lighting in here, look. It's done really, really well. What do you think? Others, he's milking this for everything he can. Oh, they're very good. Very good. They're incredible sounds. I'm really impressed by the sounds. We nearly had it. We nearly landed in an external view. Wrong way. Like a glove. Jesus. I can fly the thing better from the outside. What? Here's the thing, right? So, Beardy McWhiskey, with Sim Update 15, Microsoft are changing up some of the physics with helicopters because they're going to have that dual blade thingy. It's pretty cool, right? Will I be getting FlightSim 24? Oh yes. Oh yes. For anyone who isn't familiar, Google Robinson R22 cattle herding. Right? Yeah, this is a nice little add-on from Cowansim. Like, it's a challenging little helicopter to fly. The aircraft, it's challenging to fly. So that may not suit everyone. There are, you know, there are choppers in the sim that kind of, they're relatively easy. Like, if you turn on any of the assists, they'll almost fly themselves, which is great to learn, right? But I must say, this is done really well. Really, really well. You know? I'm really impressed with this. This is the sort of thing that you just want to go exploring in. Again, you have fantastic visibility here. It's very similar to the R44, just the 44 just being bigger. You know what I mean? But like, I love the night lighting. I think the night lighting in this is done really well, lads. Like, that's beautiful. Do you know? They did a great job there. Wait, wasn't there another light behind us? Yeah, like, look at that. They've done a great job with the lighting. They've done a great job with the chopper. It sounds great. It's a fairly difficult one to fly. The sounds are very, very good. Yeah, this is from Cowan Simulation. Cowan Simulation. Yeah. Right, so before we go, lads... before we go... we're going to close the entries for the giveaway. We're giving away a copy of Burning Blue Designs' Old Warden. And the winner is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls... Razor Cab, you are the winner of a copy of the Burning Blue Designs Old Warden Aerodrome. Razor Cab, congratulations, my dude! And just drop me a DM over on Discord. Well done, congratulations. Delighted for you. And thank you also very much indeed for taking part in the giveaway. And yeah, there's now millions of members with thanks to Got Friends. The support tonight has just been absolutely insane, right? Insane. You know, we've had Got Friends, we've had Outer Marker, Old Veteran, Hemmingbird. There's been so many gifted subs tonight. It's crazy. And over on Discord, the members channel also have exclusive giveaways. That's just a little thanks for me for all the support. So make sure you have your Twitch or YouTube accounts linked to Discord and check us out over on Discord. And I'll be doing a giveaway in there in our members channel as well. But lads, what can I say? Thank you also very, very much for tonight. Insane support. You broke the stream on a school night. You absolutely did. And well, I very, very much appreciate it. It's never expected and it's just insane. So thank you all so very, very much indeed. A massive thanks tonight to AzurPoly for allowing us to show off their upcoming Bronco. That thing looks absolutely insane. To Just Flight for a preview of version 2 of their upcoming, well, that is the upcoming update for their 146 professional series. To Burning Blue Design for showing off Warden. And of course, Inibuilds for Luton. And, well, CowSim, I bought this myself. And, well, I tend to buy pretty much everything myself, only because when you find add-ons from developers, well, I like to support them as well, right? Because they're doing a great job, and it's the old story, well, we'd like to see more, please. Do you know what I mean? So, lads, thank you also very, very much. Do join us on Friday night at 1900 Zulu, right here. We're going to be doing a group flight, and we're going to be taking the BAE 146 to test it in its bush flight capabilities. It's going to be carnage, but that's quite okay. I've accepted the level of carnage that's going to be there. And also on our Discord, by the way, we are going to be... I put an announcement out earlier on. For our Bremen series this year, the Bremen flight. Each year we mark the anniversary of the flight of the Bremen, the first fixed-wing aircraft to fly across the Atlantic Ocean from the east to the west. It took off from Baldonnel in County Dublin, and you had Herman Cole, Gunter van Hunfeld, and James Fitzmaurice from Dublin, and they flew across. This year, rather than sitting it in one flight, because it'd take many hours, we're going to break it up into 4 flights. And in addition to the 4 flights that we're doing, there's going to be options there for FireFly Air, because we have a ton of ferry flights to do each week to position the aircraft into the airports that we need. So we'll have more information on that soon, but this is going to be kicking off on Friday, the 12th of April. Our first leg will take us from Baldonnel over to, I think it's Reykjavik or Keflavik. I think it's Keflavik. That's up into Iceland. That's the first flight that we're doing. Then we're over to Greenland. then we're into Goose Bay, and then we're down towards Greenlee Island. So that's all coming up over the next little while. So, awesome news. Can you join from Xbox? Of course you can. Anyone can join. And for the Bren flight, I'll do this with Join FS. So you can even jump on with X-Plane or P3D once you have Join FS. If you don't know what Join FS is, just type in !Join FS, all one word, into the chat, and the bot will give you a link and you can go check out Join FS. It enables you to fly with others. That'll inject the aircraft into X-Plane or P3D or Microsoft Flight Sim. It links them all in together so you can see everyone flying with each other. So incredible support tonight, lads. Honest to Jesus, it's been absolutely insane. And Old Wing Guy, thank you very much indeed. Welcome aboard. And to Got Friends, to Outer Marker, and to everyone for all the gifted subs. Thank you very much indeed. Insane. Absolutely mad. We're going to the pub now. So, I'll see you on Friday. Have a great week, and, well, we'll see you in 2 days. Yup! I pressed the wrong button, and now it's really awkward because I have to sit here. I have to edit that bit out as well. Oh, yeah! I crashed the Bronco earlier. I've 2 things to edit out tonight. It's grand. Right, now I'll go with it, like, I should do, like, do you ever see Police Squad at the end of it? They just played the music, but they kind of pause themselves. We'll see you later. I nearly get away with it. I could have got away with it. Tasty beverage on a Wednesday night. Do you know what I mean? Just to, you know. Oh, look at this. Look at the livery, lads. Oh, beautiful. Look at that for an approach.